league has had some of the craziest dramas over the years. Larry, why are you being so sexy?
I'm trying to stay normal, but how the f*** they're just emotional.
His name is over.
I mean, topped off recently with Panzer Dragon pooping his pants.
I am the knight.
So I had the idea, what if we went through the best league dramas of all time? I decided to enlist the help of my chat to answer this question, but there's a problem. There is so many dramas. So in today's video, we're gonna review and rate the most influential league dramas of all time, based on the influence in the scene, the drama that came of it, the type of memes that have lived on for years from it. Just a heads up, we are going to go through some insane stuff throughout this video. I hope you enjoy. What would this be? Without starting off with what I think would be, this is probably one of the biggest dramas that we ever experienced involving pedophiles in League of Legends. I think that's how we're gonna word it. So alleged pedophiles in League of Legends. The Hashinshin sexual misconduct allegations explained. I'm not gonna just, there's so many things you can look at and talk about and do, right? There's so many things. I wanna keep it very simple. We're going to look at what are his allegations, what was the proof of it at the time, and now that it's been years later, we could kind of like look at it. We could look at what happened. So this video was uploaded 5 years ago, almost exactly 5 years ago today. A little bit off.
Legends content creator Hashinshin was permanently banned from Twitch after being accused of grooming multiple underage girls. He denied it, called those accusations fake, and started a dispute with Voyboy, another League content creator that's lasted until this day.
What a throwback, bro.
And now Hashinshin has asked to be unbanned from Twitch, which has set off a fresh round of controversy and resurfaced these serious allegations.
Real shit, bro. Shinshin,
this story
Voyboy, those who remember.
In July of 2020. So why are we talking about it right now? Well, back on July 6th of this year, Hashinshin, in a now unlisted video, essentially pleaded his case with Twitch. He said that he should be allowed back on the platform and that his ban from July of 2020 was unjustified.
Hello everybody, and for the first time, I'm asking for an unban from Twitch. During my drama,
what is that mic, bro?
Standings from everyone.
That looks like some weird ass like deodorant that you would get given as like a kid for your birthday. It looks like Darth Vader deodorant.
Accused him of grooming her, quote tweeted him and said, quote, "Your ex didn't get you banned. You got yourself banned by using the
Okay, this is the undisputable proof. So I'm gonna quickly preface so that we can all get on the same page and then we watch along. So what happened was Voyboy came through and he brought a lot of people forward that were saying things that, like allegations about Hashinshin at the time, right? That's how Voyboy got involved. This is the undisputed actual proof of him doing that. He was talking to a girl, a minor, very inappropriately in Twitch whispers. That's why his Twitch was banned. That's why he wasn't unbanned. This was the like undisputed proof. There was rumors about. He's going to cover in this video, so I don't want to say too much, but basically he had an ex who was saying a lot of stuff too. His general conduct online is like a very, I would describe Hashinshin, the word I put here was, he's a really creepy, pervy uncle. That's basically the exact vibe he is. Let's let it roll though.
Prey on me, end quote. From there, League of Legends content creator Voyboy published an hour-long video breaking down the allegations from 10 plus women who've accused Hashinshin of grooming them and of sexual misconduct. For each set of allegations, Voyboy showed screenshots of messages that appeared to be from Hashinshin, who was in his 30s at the time. These messages allegedly were of a sexually explicit nature, sent to girls as young as 15.
This is the reason he got banned on Twitch. Not because I made a video asking people to stand up with victims, not because people talked about it on Twitter, because Twitch verified that he was using the platform to prey on underage girls. So that is settled. There's no debate about that.
Hashinshin has since responded twice to Voyboy's hour-long video. He called him out, once again denied the allegations, and stated that he's moving on from this entire situation.
I'm gonna just move
so
on,
that's
guys.
Most recent news. This story really began in July of 2020 when accusations started cropping up on Twitter that Hashinshin was grooming girls as young as 15. On July 14th of 2020, Hashinshin published a 37-page Google doc, outright denying all of those accusations. He stated that the screenshotted messages brought forward by multiple women were faked, and that this whole scenario was his ex-girlfriend Ali's attempt to ruin him. In that Google Doc, Hashinshin stated that his relationship with Ali was toxic, that she gaslit him throughout their time together, and that at one point Ali allegedly, quote, extorted him for money. The rest of the document is Hashinshin going through and refuting each set of allegations.
So like the problem with all this is like that made this all tricky is, yes, he did have like a very weird ex-girlfriend situation thing go on where like he had proof of her extorting him and all this shit, but it's like but the problem with that is like he for sure messaged a minor on Twitch Whispers. That was like undisputed. There's undisputed proof of that. He is a creepy weirdo. And there's just a history of him messaging women that are relatively like very young. And it's just a trend. You just like, come on, bro, you're not doing yourself any favors here. Anyways, so I'm just gonna throw up a couple of tweets that I had saved as screenshots, just absolutely unrelated. There's just a couple here that like I had these screenshotted in my phone from when they were tweeted. I will say Sloppy Walrus did rescind this message, but this was the kind of, this is the point of this is, these are the kind of tweets that were popping up at the time. Like, this is how some people were thinking during the situation, which is actually insane to think about. He got cleared by the FBI because, like, sure, bro, he didn't do anything, like, he didn't meet up with any minors, he didn't, like, do anything. Like, he didn't do anything that could put you in jail, but he is a creepy weirdo who is predatory towards younger women. That is, like, undisputed, bro. This was the girl who tweeted, who was the toxic ex that they're referring to. This is a tweet, 7.7 billion, and you chose to date a Shinshin. That's a tough one, bro. Definitely a tough one. I mean, like, bro, the Shinshin chat logs, like, just go crazy, man. Larry, Hash, how you doing? I'm good. How about you? Tired, but gonna stay up. Larry, why are you being so sexy? Bro, like, these are the creepy, pervy uncle shots that my brother in Christ was putting up, man. Another one for those who know. For those who know, bro. Those who know, man. All I could say is those who know. We're not gonna do anything else after this. There's this one. I would be inclined to say his XP bar is way too high.
YouTuber Dai published a video breaking down all of those accusations and shared the perspectives of 5 different women who accused Hashinshin of sexual misconduct. On top of the sexually explicit messages, Hashinshin allegedly asked for and sent nudes to these women. He was also accused of sending videos of himself masturbating. Dai's video also includes...
Like, bro, we've all seen the jerking off on your carpet video, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you can say all you want that you didn't do anything bad, but it's like, yo, I should not have seen your full dick and balls out getting cummed on a carpet. Like, I should not have ever seen that. I'm just gonna assume you're a creepy weirdo perv. Like,
included a Google Doc which
is that illegal?
All of the screenshotted messages that were referenced in the video appeared to show him admitting to her that he had sent inappropriate messages to a minor before. According to Dai's Google document, Vicky was 16 at the time that Hashinshin started sending her these messages. Dai's document also included multiple links to audio logs of what sounds to be Hashinshin saying sexually explicit things in multiple different calls to the women that we've just talked about. Here's an excerpt from Kalti's statement. Quote, if anyone else has similar experiences to this, because I know there are many, I encourage you to speak up now. He's been doing this for years with little to no consequences. He's been denying all previous allegations with the argument they are fake. Yep. I am here to disprove that. End quote. And here's an excerpt from Vicky's statement. Quote, these conversations did not go far, as I had a boyfriend at the time and quickly blocked him once the conversation escalated to become suspicious and creepy. Had I not set this boundary, I'm sure the conversation would have escalated similarly to Kalti's story. End quote.
Like, these are actually insane.
All of the allegations. He also stated that the messages being used as evidence against him were doctored and fake. He described the YouTuber Dai as, quote, a Looney Tunes character who knowingly posted false information about him. Then on top of that, Hashinshin apologized to anyone that he had been, quote, weird or creepy towards, but maintained that he didn't groom anyone or do anything illegal with the women involved.
Okay,
he also restated his
grow up,
apology in 2 now deleted posts. Then on July 21st of 2020, Voyboy published a video titled Standing with Victims, where he discussed the situation at large and stated that the victims should be heard and listened to.
Okay, very quickly. So Voyboy, for those that don't know, was very outspoken at the time about like the Shinshin stuff and trying to get him off the platform and shit. And Hashinshin had this very weird cult-like fan base that basically like believed him and thought he was innocent and that he just had a crazy evil ex that was making crazy allegations about him. And that's like, it kind of led to Voy Boy like not straight. Like he kind of stopped streaming after that because like, I think he just dealt with so much toxicity and so much like hatred from those people, which was like the most insane stuff ever, bro. Like it genuinely didn't make sense that there was people that were like so sided for him.
He also accused Shinshin of trying to manipulate this situation to his advantage and of turning his audience against those who were hurt. This included getting his audience to review bomb Voy Boy's video and to continually harass him in the comments. And
imagine you were a grown man and you deadass defended a pedophile, bro. That's it for that one. I think we got the point of it. I'm not gonna play the full video. I'm gonna do a tier list of all this after. Like this is all the dramas you can expect here. I think for the Shinshin, I think in terms of it was the first like groundbreaking pedophile of large substance in the scene. The way it contributed to like League Society and like its reference and known as, like for years, Shinshin would keep streaming and playing and we would just genuinely play, like you would queue into Shinshin and just call him a pedophile. I think it has to be S because everybody knows about it. It's so well known, it's so well documented that it's crazy. And I think now that we look back on it, we can see. He set the standards for pedophiles being exposed in the League community. So, okay, let me do quick notes. Creepy, perv, undisputed, evidence, and set the precedent for pedophiles exposed in League. He is like the first one, first of his kind, bro. Okay, next drama. Pants are dragging, bro. Okay, and I'm not... Now, keep in mind, I did all my research before this recent stuff of Pants are dragging came up. Everything I did and researched and noted down and kept in mind, this all happened before the most recent stuff. So this is going to be a little bit unrelated. We're going to start off with this first incident, okay? So I think this first incident gives you a little preface into him as a character.
However, 2017 also brought its own set of drama, with accusations of racism.
Accusations.
Fucking Nick call.
After the incident, a Reddit thread was made about him saying the racial slur. He then saw this and on his stream asked his fans to download the thread in an effort to suppress it. A later clip surfaced of him saying that he was proud of uttering the slur.
I said it. Am I proud of it? Just a little bit. Fuck yeah, let's go, bud.
He finally apologized after the thread got traction, where he stated, "There's nothing I can say about this. I was completely frustrated in that clip, so I said the N-word out of super frustration. As for me saying I was proud of it, I was trolling on my stream with my viewers. I didn't..."
Now, I'm sure everyone, we'll touch up on it later, but I'm sure everyone's aware of what he's done now. I think we could just genuinely see and understand, like, he's not okay in the head. Like, I think he has to be a little, like, he has to be some form on the spectrum. Genuinely, because I don't think anybody can think like this and act like this and not be a little bit, you know, something going on, something.
Panzer Dragon looked away from this, but still this incident was ingrained in people's mind when thinking of Panzer Dragon. But this incident had no say for his YouTube community, as people still enjoyed his content as it continued to steadily grow both in views and subscribers. As previously mentioned, Pants wanted to delve into the esports side of things. In 2017, this was his chance as the NA Challenger Series was coming up. It was the second event in NA where it gives non-LCS players the opportunity to prove themselves to frack the circuit. Unfortunately for Pants, he was denied, and he later reflected in a video posted a few months after the N-word drama titled "I got denied to scouting grounds."
I think you guys know, but I was the #1 seed to go to scouting grounds. And yeah, I was definitely
Sorry, bro. Does that shit say Karasmai almost made the cut? There's no fucking way, bro. Karasmai almost made the scouting grounds cut. That's so concerning, bro. Look at this fucking region, bro.
#1 seed to go to scouting grounds.
This fucking region,
and yeah,
bro.
I was definitely looking really forward to it. Unfortunately, I got denied because I said a bad word a few months ago, and obviously that's
I said a bad
my
word.
fault. It's
sorry.
so stupid of me to say it in the first place.
He seemed to genuinely have some sort of remorse for the drama, but Reddit again reacted to this, remembering the incident of him maliciously attempting to suppress evidence, was nonchalant about even saying it, trolling about the usage of the slur, but only when attention was brought to the issue he decided to apologize half-assedly. His content was still great.
TLDR, his content became shit and lazy. All right, his content just became slop. Get ready.
The final nail to the coffin though was PDF allegations brought forward by an NSFW Twitter account. As Panzer Dragon was a part of the League Partner program, he had skin gift codes given out via giveaways. One of these accounts went to a girl by the nickname of Lindsay. She was 18 by the time they talked, and their interaction quickly developed into being a conversation, although Pans showed disinterest and responded to Lindsay in an NPC way by giving one.
So before we go any further into this, I just want to just clearly say, like, we have joked in the past about like giveaways and you like purposely choose the girl. Like it'd be like Mo Yasuo, like, oh my god, Mo Yasuo, completely random, free fucking steak giveaway. No way, cutie dumpling 113 has won. Like this is like legit a meme. Like it's legit a meme that you would do that. And Pants like genuinely went out of his way and like picked out a random 18-year-old girl to win a giveaway and then like continue DMing her after.
One-liners and the driest text possible. Lindsay tweeted out her experience with Panzer Dragon in February 2024 and revealed misconduct in her 44-page Google Docs document, which received over 3.1 million views. In her statement, she revealed how Panzer Dragon asked and wanted explicit images of Lindsay when she was underage. It's 4 years old, so give me it. I like it. I have just 2 old ones, probably like the same time-ish as that previous picture, like 4 years ago. Pants then confirms once again that she should show him them even though they are 4 to 5 years old. Yes, I wanna see. The pictures she sent were explicit images of something she found from Reddit that was of age and not actually her. Nevertheless, Panzer Dragon still showed PDF tendencies through this particular interaction. The League community.
He showed PDF bro, hazmat bro, we just saying anything. So Panzer Dragon went from a skin code giveaway to getting in a girl's DMs to having her on Discord, having a conversation on Discord, asking for photos from her. She mentions that she has older photos of herself. Keep in mind, she's 18 years old. She says the photos are 4 years old, 2 years old. When she's a minor, he's like, bro, send them right away. Fire them my way. What the fuck we gatekeeping for? Fire them away.
Community reacted to this with personalities like Hums, Druted, and
Rock,
Naive shaming such behavior. While the reactions to the Google Docs were developing, Panzer Dragon streamed where he mocked and made fun of the situation. For example, he vent any bot running it down but playing into the PDF meme that is so rampant within the League community, joking whether he should go the Predator route or not. He also shortly responded. So everyone finds out he's like basically a nonce, right? And then his response is, I'm going to play Annie and use the Predator room. Does that remind you guys of any other... He gets banned on League and he starts shitting his pants in a Batman costume. Are you guys noticing? Like, are you guys seeing this shit? Like, I think he is genuinely... like, something is wrong in his... like, with his thinking. That, like, he jokes in this manner and, like, has this response to these serious situations. Responded to the allegations by saying that it was all fake, photoshopped, and that she was of age.
Dude, I don't give a... it doesn't do anything. Whatever, I don't really give a... Look, he
doesn't give a fuck if you're wondering.
That's all I'm gonna say. You guys are just complete retards. No, the allegations aren't true. You guys are so f***ing stupid. Like, literally, some of it are photoshopped, and it's crazy.
Some of it.
Like, literally, some of it are photoshopped, and it's crazy. And I will say, she's over the age, okay?
We're gonna stop it here. You basically just went to say, guys, she was of age. She was the one talking to me. Blah, 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 blah. Pants, you're almost 30 at this... You're 30 or almost 30 at this point. There's an 18-year-old girl that you picked up through a skin code giveaway that you're talking to. You did objectively ask to see her explicit photos when she was of her being underage, very clearly stated. I'm not even going to bother going into it. I will pull up the current Panzer Dragon stuff for those of you who don't know. It's funny because this other stuff happened like literally this week. And like, if you don't know the current drama, you know, there was a little bit of they wanted to get him banned.
Otherwise,
he admits that he just I'll let it roll. I'll let it roll. I think that's fair.
Otherwise, in team matches, if you don't mind me asking, I think if it's PB, you should play to win. No, because if I'm not posting it to YouTube or Facebook, it's like a waste of my time. So if I have 2 deaths at the beginning of the game, at that point, it's not going on YouTube.
It's not going on YouTube. So he's basically inting games. They banned him.
I'm not going to be here when I get on.
And he's basically playing a VOD of his stream here. He admits that he was banned.
No, but no one knows I got banned. Are you dumb? Are you? No,
I'm
not. You guys, you're so stupid. No one knows but us. Who knows right now?
That's the modern day now. He responded to all of this.
We're gonna be talking about the drama,
and then proceeds to do this.
I'm the Dark Knight. Sometimes you gotta do bad things to make good things happen.
Wait for it.
I am the night. The streets of Gotham.
All right. Thank you, Gassy Boy, for that one. Something's wrong. Messaged an 18-year-old after a skin giveaway. So for me on the tier list where this goes, thankfully, like I gotta preface, we gotta take it seriously for a second, because like pedophiles are obviously like a bad thing, goes without saying, but it wasn't like there's a bunch of victims coming forward. It's not like he was actively like grooming people. So thankfully, like there wasn't a large amount of damage done. Still, like the person who went through that, still obviously very serious. And then the recent stuff where he's just shitting his pants in a Batman costume, I'm gonna put it in C. It would have been D tier, just in terms of like, he's just like too stupid to know what he's doing. It's not even like, I don't even think he's malicious. I think he's just genuinely so stupid and something is wrong with him to the point where he made like a mistake as an adult that you should never be making. And that's where this all comes from. So I'm going to give it a C tier for me because there's not really anything memorable about it. The Batman shitting himself thing is the only thing saving it. That's all my notes for this one. If you guys don't know what his YouTube channel looks like now, for those of you who are wondering, because you guys probably have like looked at it. Bro, this is what his YouTube channel looks like now. It's just sad. Like it's legit just miserable. He just re-uploads the box office and reacts to it. Meanwhile, back in the day, he was getting like hundreds of thousands, millions of views. Like it's genuinely sad to see. It's really embarrassing. All right, here we go. Next up is Cookie Lol, aka Rico. All right, those you don't know, made a recent comeback, a recent return. We're gonna kick things off by understanding the situation at hand. And we're gonna watch this video about it, and then we're gonna go through it basically. The disturbing downfall of Cookie Lol from streamer to fugitive. Okay, this video starts. This is uploaded about a year ago. Let's see, November 2024. So almost 2 years. We're almost up on the 2-year mark of this. I don't think we're gonna care too much about him as a person. We're gonna skip the stuff about him as a person and get directly to what is the drama and what did he do.
He also started experimenting with a new thumbnail style depicting voluptuous female lead characters.
So right off the bat, I think this is important for context. The kind of, I think what's important is getting context to understand various psychology. Like psychology-wise, understanding these streamers and like kind of what's going on. So we're gonna start off with this. I think this is important to notice.
That increasingly became more and more sexual. Sexual YouTube thumbnails is usually not something YouTube themselves allow, but Cookie Lol presumably found some grey line that allowed him to continue doing that. These sexual lead characters that were featured in his thumbnails would also later be featured in Patreon, where you can find a fully explicit version of the images. In 2022, Cookie Lol also utilized short form content to gain a large following, which helped him significantly by gaining hundreds of thousands of views. To some people, they thought it was mainly annoying. Was also.
So point number 1, Cookie Lol. Everybody remember, okay? Point 1, weird creepy thumbnails. Weird creepy thumbnails. Next one, beefing with Gosu.
Negatively about Gosu, calling him delusional and washed up, essentially arguing that he had a loser's mindset and always complains about his teammates. He had frequently posted short-form content on Twitter, and these posts about Gosu also ended up there, which got him backlash on the platform. I Will Dominate said, "Didn't you justify ADCs being weak by posting a clip of Tristana jumping into a melee range of a Sejuani and losing 1v1? You are such a fucking loser for this."
Oh yeah, chat, so many people got so upset the short I made of when I said like, oh, Gosu is like, he has a loser's mindset. I didn't even try to flame him, I just wanted to point it out, you know? Gosu is always blaming the game or blaming his teammates. He's always blaming things. Before I even made that short, I watched his stream, and then he complained like every single game, and then I said in his chat, I was like, yo Gosu, you're like a really talented player. I think you can still get challenger if you like work on your mental. I think you're tilted a bit too much and you blame other things. And then he made fun of it. I think he died of the enemy jungler, and he was like, oh, I guess it's a mental diff. If I had better mental, I wouldn't die from the jungler. So he made fun of the fact that I told him that he has a bad mental, and then he blamed jungle diff because he died to enemy jungler.
So like he's just, yeah, he's like deadass just backseating and shit, right? Like he's deadass just like backseating Gosu for no reason and then farming clips of it for content and shit. Just super fucking weird, bro. Like, bro, Gosu legit plays the game and does like Gosu doesn't give a fuck, bro. Like, what are you doing here, bro?
Okay. Taco's community.
This is where it starts
with a set of allegations. The reason for why they did this is because this was a big pattern in Cookie Lol's private affairs, and he just wouldn't stop after having multiple talks when close friends said he should correct his behavior. In these allegations, they accused him of numerous crimes that amounted to a 90-long page document. This is still a meme reference today, even having its own Know Your Meme page entry. Initially, Riviboka on Twitter
90 pages.
is linked to the 90-page Google Doc. CookieLolXX has scammed countless mods, employees, viewers, made creepy sexual comments towards minors and women. We made a document detailing it here. These allegations almost instantly went viral, with the tweet gaining over 3.9 million impressions today. This document had its own table of contents that referenced the accusations of financial fraud, profiteering, financial irresponsibility, sexual assault, sexual misconduct allegations against multiple women and minors, disrespect.
So they're gonna keep listing this. Now, before this, I continue this, I want to quickly preface so that you can all hear this and understand. Only reason this document with all this stuff came forward, you're not gonna believe this, because of this. Delayed payments, lack of payments, financial irresponsibility. The whole reason they even started forming this document that included things like flirting with minors, inappropriate behavior towards women, the only reason this stuff got lumped in with it is because they were already working on a document because he wasn't paying the people in his moderation team that were actually doing real work for him. That's where, I genuinely believe if the people that were responsible for stuff, if he did pay them, this document would never have been formed.
Towards loyal community members and friends, and scamming his own
Renderino, thanks for the sub. Frumpy Frog, thank you for the sub.
Sexualized women frequently, where some of these women were minors, the youngest one being 13. In 2020, CookieLol was almost 21 years old, talking to a 16-year-old, and after having confirmed her age, he said, "Holy fuck, hello sister, long time no see." He continued to talk to her sexually, even at one point acknowledging that the law of justice would insert me harder than I but insert my slaves. He continued to talk to her in gross sexual detail, where he even loved it by saying, "You're such a child, I love it. It's like I've got a younger sister," which the minor responded,
"Yo, I'm sorry, like these are actually like, it's even worse than at the time when like this all came out. Like this is even worse now hearing it back. It's even worse hearing it back." And I think it's important that we like re-look at what he was doing, because like the fact he's just trying to like pull back up to streaming and reintegrate himself is crazy, bro. Like you should never show your face online again, basically.
With, "I mean, I'm 16, what do you expect?" More explicit details of these interactions was shared in the document, where he was flirting with the minor, referencing the usage of a gag, and that he had a preference for a master-slave dynamic. He continued with the fixation of this 16-year-old's innocence and age, and once she was 18, he told her that she should get a plug that one uses for the buttocks, and later sent her images of sex toys and unsolicited telling of his sexual experience with his at the time girlfriend with this 16-year-old. And infamously, he once asked the 16-year-old if she had been sexually assaulted in public before, and that, "I hate humans sometimes. I was so angry when I heard that my girlfriend got assaulted. Sometimes I hate being a man. Lots of disgusting ones ruin our reputation," which is kind of ironic considering the allegations of the document. This 16-year-old,
mijo. Like when you actually hear it out loud and you see the fucking messages that he's sending, bro, is this not the most deranged things you've ever heard?
And I feel like I could just ask so many questions about what did he do, not out of care, but more out of curiosity. That friend of mine was underage, and maybe still is. The allegations of misconduct goes on, and in Korea, when Cookie visited, he interacted with others while streaming on Twitch. Many of them were weird, and one of which he says "good girl" to a Korean woman out of the blue.
Yes, come on, be good girls, please. Good girls.
We're being good.
You're being good?
Yeah, we're being nice, actually.
How are you guys when you're bad? When you're bad, you're like devil.
Even we're like when we are bad, we're not talking to you. Yeah.
Why? Oh, you don't talk to me?
Like looking.
You're like, oh, you look away.
Not even looking at you.
Oh, come on.
Is there anyone?
You go
So-
for me. What the fuck?
On the topic of financial irresponsibility.
Okay, we're gonna pause on Death Dare making an appearance in the video. We're gonna pause on Death Dare here. I just wanted to quickly mention too, this is like unrelated, this is like behind the scenes thing. So I had a mutual friend online who, there was a league tournament thing, and it was a bunch of Swedish guys. It was like an international thing. This is a long time ago. And Cookie was involved in that. He was on the team. And my friend who was on the team as well at the time, he told me that Cookie was like really creepy and like pervy, like that kind of like vibe, like talking about women and like just how he spoke about women and like, "Yo, we're in Asia, bro." Like really, really weird stuff. And like, then you see that clip of him interacting with those girls, and it's like, you could like, you feel gross looking at it. Like, I felt gross.
Hilo never
Listen to
paid
this.
him on time.
They
His
didn't pay
editors
him.
had to even go
Evicted.
to the point of begging him to
Look.
reimburse them for their work, and when they did so, he would flame disrespect or simply ignore your message requests. To him, he was a generous ruler as he provided people the opportunity to work for him. Jacob, it's been almost 2 months. Yes, that's not long. You owe me, Seb, Rivi, Emil, God knows how many. What do you mean, Rivi? What the fuck is this? I've given him the best job on earth. I'll send it tomorrow. You did not just type that whole essay shit talk.
All this shit. That's basically the gist of it. He went live. He did a really poor video, like, addressing it all. And, like, there is a part of the video where he mentions, it's in the document, it is some of the most insane stuff ever. I'm going to say it out loud for you. He joined mental health discords to talk to girls that are in mental health discords. He would attempt to talk to them, like, that's where he would, like, prey on. He would join, there was a mental health discord or multiple mental health discords where he would talk to women, like, he would pursue women from there. He made the comeback now, as you guys know. So let's quickly recap all this, right? Talked weird, inappropriately. Minors, made almost all women uncomfortable in mental health discords. Pay people. The thing is, a lot of this stuff is all touched up on the document. There is so much in it. Cookie lol, we're gonna put you in. A little bit more interesting than the Panzer Dragon stuff. A lot of it gets referenced this day. I'm deciding between A and B. I'm not too sure. I'm deciding between A and B. I'm moving towards A. I don't think this is quite S tier though. I don't know if this is S tier. Is it? It's like an A or S maybe. Maybe B was a bit harsh. A or S? Let's go S tier. In terms of drama, this was pretty big and I got a lot of views at the time because of it. So I'll let it slide. Anyways, next up is Nice versus LS plus Zanium. Now, this one is jam-packed. I can't lie. This one is low-key jam-packed, bro. This one's jam-packed, bro. This one might be a little bit rusty for you guys to keep up with. So that's why we're going to watch a little video. We're going to watch a video here to... So keep in mind, I did my research. I've watched through all this already, and I kind of know what's going on.
I just looked through his social media on Twitter, Discord, YouTube, etc., and I found that, yeah, he had never actually hit Challenger on an end.
The only comments I made on this where I said that I'm emotionally uncomfortable with the amount, but that there's technically nothing wrong with what he's doing. I viewed it from both angles.
And I wanted
We're not watching the whole video, don't worry.
Take an opportunity to make a more official statement to my YouTube audience, just in case people might be swayed by this literal slander that has been going around my content and my business. When I posted my screenshot to Twitter saying, hey guys, I made Challenger, a bunch of people got really nosy. I'm in this business to make money. I hit my Challenger credential and I sold my account to a fucking Chinese dude.
Nice announced.
Okay. A lot of this has to do with fake credentials, fake screenshots, Nice claiming to be a certain rank and having a certain skill set, charging an exorbitant amount, and people basically contesting that. Okay, that's like the TLDR of where we're at right now with like the understanding. Let's start off with the initial criticism.
It's worth the cost, essentially an issue of quality for the price given. This criticism would usually be on Twitter. The first viral post would be uttered by a Twitter user named Hey or Hefe. He would attach 2 screenshots of Nice's coaching with Challenger icons attached to it. Most people would be surprised about the pricing that Nice had at the time, where many thought it was a scam, saying he stuck diamond or just general shock. You could even pay Nice $600 to do with quote-unquote a Challenger player for a whole day, be it on US, NA or LAN. This option was still a thing until he removed it because he went to Korea in the future of 2023, as most wouldn't and couldn't buy it then. Nelson also retweeted this post in late 2021, and he was a head coach for credible teams like LNG Esports in China, G2 Esports and XL, both in the LEC. Why be a pro team coach when you can earn 2.1k a day and 63k a month if you can just work 7 hours a day? Many personalities.
Sorry, I know we already covered pants, but we have to use this video for this because it's important. I want to apologize, but yeah.
You go on for this, bro. You hit Masters Korea, like 20 minutes.
Dude, no one gives a fuck. For 40 years old. That's the thing. You guys talk shit about NA being a useless ass region. Suck my nuts. I don't give a fuck if anybody's rank 1 in NA. Stick it up your ass. It's not a real region. That's why I came here, to prove a point. You guys sucked ass. The only reason I didn't play on it to begin with, the Challenger, was because, what did I say? There's no point in playing at that time, right? There was no point in playing at that time. I was like, I'm done playing high elo, I'm just gonna coach. Well, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Tarzan is not
The
Disagreeing.
times that I hit Challenger on NA, it felt empty. It literally felt empty.
Because it never happened! He's actually brainwashed his entire audience. He was in Challenger games, but he was never a Challenger, literally.
So you hear that there. So Nice they knew he was around Challenger level, but he never hit Challenger. It's like the big thing. It's like, yo, you don't actually hit Challenger, you don't have a screenshot of it.
Cone out to Korea and cone out.
Bro, look at what he tweeted, bro. Like, this is genuinely, tell me Nice, bro, if this was now, I swear to God, I'd dick ride. If this was today, if this drama was today, I would dick ride the fuck out of Nice, bro. Basically, and then we have like this part where like LS and like Nice just call each other low elo.
There's the Nice disaster, which is that he's headed straight for gold. Fuck, I can't even say that.
Because like Nice was like tilted and not climbing. Anyways, this whole drama, it's a little bit hard to go through because there's a very long video, right? Like look how this video is like 2 hours long, bro. Like there's so many things he did. Okay, there's so much shit, bro. Like let's try to be nice. We had like the come up. Like the thing with this drama is we had the thing where like we revisited where it's on my channel where it's like I mediated a call for them. I don't recall when this was. Where's the mediated call? DMCA, and Nice was DMCA striking people. So Nice, basically, anyone who made a video talking negative about him would just flag the video instantly. Next up, he faked a screenshot of him hitting Challenger, and it was proven that it was a fake screenshot. He went to Korea.
Trying to spin the narrative in his favor. Moving to Korea was largely because his wife, who would likely works in the military, was deployed there, so he moved with her to Korea. However, it was also very convenient for him at the time, as his whole Korean arc was his response to the fake Challenger accusations. He would attempt to prove to get first Challenger in Korea, but then he spun the narrative of it becoming high elo on Korea. Most people would predict that he would end up in low masters, including Yasuke. However, he spent months in being in Plat 3, being stuck.
Okay, just want to make sure we all heard that. So his goal was Challenger, and then he said high elo, and apparently he spent a severe amount of time in Platinum 3. I'm just gonna make sure we all heard that. I think I think he's getting an unfair rep. I think that's completely fair and reasonable. I think demoting out a diamond, it happens. It's a Korean server, it's a challenging server. It happens.
Nevertheless, he would actually...
So anyways, Nice went and did it. He climbed. They still discredited him. There's just so much in this drama, bro. False DMCA strikes. Criticize for expensive coaching, lied about credentials, sorta. This is probably the hardest one for me to cover out of all the dramas I have saved. I'm gonna give this one, in terms of entertainment and stuff, I'm gonna give it an A because I think it's I thought it was entertaining at the time. I think because we had the newest drama with it, where I, mediated their talk between him and LS, I think it was really good. And yeah, no, I give this one an A. Get ready for it, guys. Brazil, Yamato, Dantes drama. We're gonna start off with the video. By the way, all these videos are pretty much Hazmat, covered all this stuff. So shout out to Hazmat, W Romania, to have this kind of content.
Shut up! I don't want to talk to you right now.
So we're gonna start off with the intro, and then I'm gonna take it away.
Yamato is a very talented guy, but he's a so he'll never be good at this game in the highest level of gameplay because he will never learn.
No, listen, I'm gonna be honest, Yamato. Everyone here has taken steps towards improving their attitude and their gameplay. You're the only one that just
You are so bad right now. So bad.
Jungle Brazil.
No, shut up! I don't want to talk to you. No,
Bro, this clip,
you're finding a sub and we're okay, go substitute me. I'm not gonna play. Why are you flaming me? That's like.
I'm not flaming you. I'm just telling you.
Tournament has been cancelled because of backlash for a bunch of recent events that the tournament organizer has been going through.
So let's deep this for a second. By the way, like look at this roster. Look at this roster, okay? I want everybody to look at this roster. Bro, they had fucking Dantes jungling, and then they had fucking, they had Zanium on support. They had Yamato mid instead of detention. This is fucking crazy, bro. Like, this is actually hilarious when you think about it, bro. They arrive in Brazil, okay? TLDR, they're going to Brazil. They're going to play in a tournament. There's like a tournament going on with like streamers and like, I think there's pro players, but it's basically a streamer tournament that they flew out for to play in. They joined in on it, whatever.
First crisis happened on day 4, but prior to this, people had already flamed and argued with each other. There was
also let's also keep in mind, they overpaid, apparently, from what I've heard, they overpaid as fuck for Brazil. Like, shit is that, bro, I'm pretty sure, like, somebody scammed them computers or something. Like, bro, they overpaid as fuck.
Always open to it. Always. My problem is, though, that a lot of the time, it's almost like there's this community perception now, right? Not just by the players, but also the chat because of the players, that I'm this, like, dog shit jungler, right? And you guys can say, no one thinks that. Relax. Like, 100%. You guys do think that. 100%. You don't have to pretend you don't. And my problem is that people are making me seem like I am a player 100 times worse than what I am because they just make things up. So I'll follow a certain call, right? And then after following that call, it'll be like, oh,
hello. Look at my screen share really quick.
So are we going to talk about the game, or are we just gonna be emotional? Because if it's just gonna be emotional about the shit play, then I'm just gonna leave because this is pointless, okay?
I'm not going to play.
I'm the only one that takes this seriously.
I'm not going to play.
Like Taz, I can't even like. I'm actually surprised. Me and Taz are actually the only two persons that actually try to like win. Blade is just like emotional also because Dantes didn't fucking gank him and he lost lane. So like, but he still actually at least tried to make me strong side. Fucking the tension is perma emotional because he gets solo killed 5 times in a row and gets perma ganked by Sheko. Just sit on the turret. It's not that hard. Fucking Dantes is perma doing the wrong fucking decisions. What the fuck am I supposed to do, man? Literally, I'm trying to win and trying to stay normal, but how the fuck they're just emotional as fuck? You can't even tell them what they're doing wrong. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong.
Apparently Dantes and Detention had a serious argument in stream, which seemed to be that Detention was really upset that Dantes had his chat coming to Detention's stream telling him to super slide himself.
your mic wasn't deafened. Was my mic not deafened? When I was looking at the VOD.
You, Dantes, I don't care if I called you a pig. I called you a pig because you raised your voice at me and you were talking to me like I was little.
So
I think the part that's funny of this is the fact that this is uploaded as a short and like you just the text and like the short part, like this shit is so funny, bro.
I love you so much. It is your entire 7,000 person chat telling me to kill myself.
Okay. So the first thing so the first thing is
first off,
apparently, the context here is that they were playing scrims and had some sort of a disagreement that ended up in a blame game. And Dantes' girlfriend, of course, played her part as a public relations officer and suggested that Dantes should not have this argument on stream with Detention, so he continued
That's just so funny, bro.
However, in a video where Dantes took his team to therapy, they did talk about this issue more openly.
Like, I get it, your chats sometimes like say horrible things, I get it, but like severe homophobia and like constantly berating, like, get this zesty fucker out of the call, or like zest fest or some shit.
I think, listen, I think just the problem with Dantes' chat is that he never actually moderated his chat. So all the freak insects in his chat are just like, can just type whatever, like,
from TikTok,
whatever, you know?
Yeah, I know.
That's just the problem. I think if like Dantes mods actually moderate...
Wait, is that just my chat?
Of course it's just your chat.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
One of my mods is lesbian. She's been banning all of it, by the way. She's been hooking it up.
No, I don't know.
One day after the Day 4 crisis, Tarzan would come into some drama after he essentially lost his spine to a Brazil Taric player.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, I need all of you, please! Yo, do not laugh! If you laugh, you are permanently banned! I want you to prepare yourselves!
Other games, she won a 5v4. Look, who does this on Taric, by the way?
Watch this.
Have you ever seen this in your life?
Tarzan Janna.
Answer. Have you ever seen this in your fucking life?
It gets better. Wait.
What kind of retard sits in a brush against Janna and the extremity furthest fucking brush? No, it should never fucking work because you just lose the game if my ADC wards it or if we didn't leash. Shut the fuck up, Yamato. The shittiest fucking play of all time. No one does this on the planet.
This fella is trash.
Oh, she's too ping! We need to go to her house.
Yamato's death came under extreme scrutiny by the Brazilian community as they accused him over racism. This was mainly due to Yamato's death complaining
if you thought it couldn't get better, bro.
His teammates since they might live in a favela.
This guy might as well just actually be in a favela right now. I can't be mad at him, right? He's just like playing in a favela, trying to have fun. I can't blame him. Just unfortunate that I have to play with that though.
Favela, for those who don't know, is an umbrella name for working class neighborhoods in Brazil. The term means ghetto or slum and pink. Nevertheless, Yamato did apologize in a tweet saying that he didn't mean any.
TF Blade versus Yamato now.
Oh my god, I'm about to go. Is that you, Ben, or this guy? What are you?
What are you talking about, Blade?
Impersonating my, oh my god.
Yeah, because you came in your pants.
You're cancer fuck. You're screaming all day. I don't listen. Don't shut
It
the
was
fuck up.
it was
Shut
fun.
the fuck up. I don't care.
It was
Shut
funny
the
because you
fuck up.
came in your pants, retard. That was
Moron,
funny.
you're screaming all day. You want me to impersonate you like a
It's
fucking
the
baby
meme. It's the meme, you retard.
When I'm tilted, you don't fucking talk like that. You hear me?
And a few days later, one of the biggest dramas would occur, which was the Dante's Yamato's death drama. In this grim day, Yamato exhibited behavior that was pretty disgusting and toxic, and at one point he would just run it down due to his frustration over the circumstances. Apparently, it was because Tarsane was synced while they scrimmed, and thus he performed really badly. While the game was somewhat equal, Yamato perceived the game to just be outright lost, and crying about how his team didn't play for him. Dantes was especially vocal about how they were not going to pause nor forfeit the game, and also recognized the situation to be extremely toxic.
I'm coming on far.
Can you
Why can I not W for 10 years?
Please block the leg cube so I can just kill you.
Bro, I'm literally dying. I'm sorry, I can't play.
Then
It's,
let's
really bad.
remake. Then let's remake. What is the point?
No, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna.
Randomly here fighting air.
I mean, you're sitting here crying for 3 minutes about how you want us to fight around you. We find a fight around mid, go for it, and now you're talking about how we're fighting her.
What?
It's a bit weird.
What the fuck, Dantes? What the fuck?
Am I wrong?
This is not mid. This is you just getting caught once again because
it's
you
my
want to
fault.
farm enemy
I
raves.
was free
I am
damage.
sitting on midland right here. This is midland if you didn't know that. So, just remake the game.
Bro,
Pause
Yamato
the game,
Rage
pause,
is like
fucking pause.
so undefeated, bro.
This is pointless.
Oh.
Pause the
Like,
game.
yeah, it's toxic.
No,
It's
we're not
fucking
pausing.
hilarious
We're
to
not
watch,
Pausing,
bro.
I just will enjoy.
It's
How are you
genuine,
guys
like.
not dying right now? This is
Insanely cringe and emotional. You don't see it.
In the same house, by the way.
Logically, and you are just putting yourself into the hero situation right now. That's just how it works. Unbearable. I asked for remake so my soup can go and rest. Because he's unhealthy. Jungle on Brazil.
So we're playing with this.
No, shut up! I don't want to talk to you right now.
You're gonna talk as if you don't dodge. We're finding a sub.
Shut up, I don't want to talk to you!
Substitute me. I'm not gonna play.
If you were.
I won't play! I said I won't
How
play!
can your attitude not change? How can your attitude after weeks not change?
Dante sounds like
How
such
can
a
you
Karen
just
right
try
now.
and constantly say, it's not
Dante
that
sounds
deep,
like your
bro,
mom right
and
now.
refuse to listen to anyone
Bro.
that finds your way of speaking and your way of acting during the game unbelievably disgusting.
Sounds like your bitch
How?
wife.
My attitude is the problem here.
Yes! You didn't ask for a remake because our support was feeling unhealthy.
My bitch
I
wife,
just
bro.
like to
My ass
ask
voice.
that-
That was the first.
That's the, what is it?
You felt
Estrogen?
like you weren't playing around.
Sounds like you got
And so
estrogen
started-
going on.
Because I played Draven, of course I have to be play around.
Yes, but you realize that even if you're playing Draven, we can.
I wonder what his heart rate was, bro. Mine's 73 right now.
What?
You can also not scream and also tell
Okay, so you realize that even if you're playing Draven, you can have an
Sounds like Mickey Mouse, bro.
game without having to make everyone drop everything just to sit mid and do
No,
nothing.
you're clueless about the game.
Clueless,
Yes, because in your mind, it's not that deep, bro. Well, bro, at the end of the day, when we're playing as a team, it is that fucking deep. So you have to understand that if your attitude's not going to change, then our ADC
The
is gonna
Quebecois
change.
coming out, bro.
Goodbye.
Later.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Bro, it's not real people.
After this had
It's
unfolded,
not real
Yamato went
people.
on stream with RedRL and reviewed the game, and it turns out that even RedRL was fed up with how Yamato acted. When someone like TF Blade was nerd raging against Takashi in-game, then it caused a huge mess. TF Blade typed in-game to him and also allegedly went to his chat after the game to flame Takashi.
You are very talented at being
He
useless.
went to his stream,
Dude,
bro.
Like, what the fuck are you doing on my chat? Like, are you that dumb to just lose a solo queue game and then come to a stream to bullshit the other guy? Like, that should be like so sad being you. Like, really? Really? That must be so
1-7?
sad being you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ban you and see you on the Cibalon.
Okay, next part that's important to preface. I'm gonna skip it though. Basically, the tournament got canceled. The tournament got canceled because the organizer who was setting it up, I think it was Bayano or whatever the fuck his name is, he canceled it because like some shit was going on. And then what happened was Dantes said, guys, I got this. I got this. We're gonna set it up, bro. We're gonna make it happen.
But the prize pool money would not go into the winner's pockets, but rather a charity of the winner's choice, effectively making it a true for community event.
So that's where we're at now, is the tournament's like going on. They're getting there. They have all these dramas go on. The tournament gets canceled. Dantes takes the mantle. Next
May
up.
3rd. While the tournament was ongoing, there was a smaller
Here we
beef
go.
between Ogrin and Yamato that
So
was highlighted.
So
as
keep in mind how much shit Yamato is dealing with, right? How much fucking shit he's dealing with and all this going on. Get ready.
Ogrin has been reacting reacting to the Dantes Brazil art games, but Agorin eventually was disgusted by Yamato's behavior that he called him a school shooter. Yamato saw this clip and actually was taken aback by Agorin's comment, which prompted him to report Agorin to Twitch, since Twitch partners aren't really supposed to disparage one or another.
Who's gonna flame Yamato? I had Yamato in my school, I would be careful because honestly
So he basically says he looks like that. Yeah.
Ban him. This is literally bannable, by the way.
This is literally bannable. I can legit ban him, you know this?
To another streamer.
I can legit ban him, you know? So, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit a little bit petty to do stuff like this. I don't think you should like look for reasons to like get other streaming. Even if you got beef with another streamer, you shouldn't look to like get them banned, bro. That's a little bit fucked up. That's like too far. For a comment like that, especially. Technically, you can't get a ban, but like realistically, at the end of the day, bro, like come on, like let's be adults here, bro. Let's get back at him in a different way, bro. That's all.
Chill, man.
There's also another subplot that occurred in the Brazil League server while the super team was screaming and playing in it. Like, there's a person by the name of Vokorvo, which is essentially engaging in reverse smurfing. You know, usually people smurf in the lower elos, and this creates a bad environment for the people.
Anyways, this guy buys accounts and plays in high elo even though he's not good. Okay, and then the drama ends off where the tournament goes on. The tournament happens, and the Brazilians are beefing with Dantes and stuff. TLDR, they basically just straight up invented rules to make it so that they would advance or have a more favorable bracket for their own team. So Dantes is in charge of the tournament. Randomly something comes up. They have to invent a rule or like a way to go about it that just favors them. The Brazilians were not fucking with them, bro. The Brazilians, after all the bullshit, Yamato with the favelas, you know, fucking all the toxicity, Dantes trying to set up this tournament, they were TLDR not fucking with them. And that's kind of how this thing ends.
And this was to the shock of the audience.
So that's that drama. Let's quickly jot down some things. Yamato, so many problems. Dantes sets up tournament, and Brazilians are not rocking with bullshit BS rules he makes up. I mean, it's just so much issues / conflict in the group. Okay, that's basically the TLDR of this situation. I think it's genuinely one of my more favorite ones because it was such a like iconic in terms of how much stuff was going on. I think tier list wise, I think we just have to give this one S tier. I think it goes without saying this one was crazy. Next up, okay, a classic, bro. Cat Evolved versus Mo Yasuo. Those who know, bro. How can I even preface this video? So TLDR, Mo Yasuo had a girlfriend for some time. He then split with that partner, and that partner was then with Cat Evolved. The title of this video is Yasuo responds to Cat Evolved drama about his ex, Bella.
Alright, let me make this as easy and simple. So basically, I'm sure people already know the drama or the gist of it, but in case you don't, pretty much, I've been getting subtweeted by my ex-girlfriend Bella for a while now. When we broke up, she started tweeting about me, about how money doesn't build character and how I'm a bad person or whatever. Cat Evolved tries shit-talking me every time we're against each other in League. He shit-talked me in Rivals. I muted him. I didn't even type back or talk about him. I solo killed him. I still didn't say a word. He kills me in solo queue like 2 days ago, and he starts typing in all chat again. It's pretty cringe. Like, you're supposed to be in your relationship. You're supposed to be happy. But either way, I understand. His girlfriend probably talks about me all day. She's probably still obsessed with me, so I understand why he's obsessed with me.
Talk your shit, Mo Yasuo. Talk your shit, bro.
Relationship and move on. Now, the reason I'm still talking about this drama, I didn't want to mention it again, and I didn't want to talk about it again, but I have to because Cat Evolved leaked a phone call. Okay, number one thing I want to say is he recorded a private phone call between me and him.
You don't want to mess.
Hey, number one.
By the way, guy like this, you do not want to. You want to do legal shit when it comes to a guy like Mo Yasuo, bro. The worst thing I would want is going to court with Mo Yasuo.
One, not only did he record it on stream, and that's illegal. He played it on stream, which is also illegal. And the sad part is, it's not even a phone call that we had that really incriminates me, where I did something bad. It's literally a phone call of me where I'm telling him, yo, if I ever saw you in real life, I would spit on your fucking face. And I still would. And I still stand by that. But let me give you guys context as to why that phone call even happened. Because prior to that, we were actually friends. So at the time when that phone call happened, this was about a month after me and Bella broke up. Still friends with her and everyone in this school. And now, the reason you know it's truthful is because he's literally ignoring me. And then I sent Cat Evolved saying, my bad, I'm out for a walk. We can talk soon, because I was telling Cat Evolved, let's talk. And this pussy motherfucker was stalling. And he's like, I need to go on a walk. Motherfucker, we know you don't go on walks, okay? I'm talking to my mom. It feels like I'm going to have a heart attack. You already know me. I'm being a nice guy. Breathe in, breathe out.
I'm skipping the stuff you don't need to hear. Don't worry.
She's messaging him. Are you going to pick up my call? Then over here, just got off the call with him. He confirmed a bunch of shit. I'm sick. Where are you? Can you come home so we can talk already? Mindlessly walking this park on my back. What did he confirm? He told me about the stream snipe shit, because apparently this guy, not only was he like talking about sleeping with my girlfriend and telling people about it when they weren't, apparently, he was also saying to people that he's going to stream snipe me and troll my games to try to
I would never do this.
Like how cringe. How
I would never do that.
Psychotic and cringe. But either way, let's continue. Some other random shit, like no one watches your stream. He told Vicky that he had a crush on me. He was telling people he had crushes on the girlfriend at the time when this guy was supposedly my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't understand that too well. There's too many people involved.
Just a lot of slop here, okay? Guys, I'm sorry for the next video I'm about to put on right now. This is a Panzer Dragon upload. I'm so sorry, bro. So, this is...
a little reveal for the boys. It's your gift.
This is the girl
You already know what I'm saying.
at the time.
The boy I do it.
Okay, we're gonna...
What I'm about to talk about. I'm just gonna go over the tweets that basically happened over time. You can see in September 13th, Pray I'm Never This Horny, where Bella likes Cat Evolve's tweets.
So,
Mo
keep in mind,
stuff like,
just look at these like very like cringe, weird, like subtweeting is such like, do people still do this in like the 2.6? Do people do this?
Public when it happened, but he was adamant about keeping things private because of the backlash we would face.
People
I
do
was
this
in a
in the
very
2.6.
bad spot mentally because I wasn't able to confide in anyone about the breakup. We had a lot of disagreements and arguments that people don't see because the stream is muted or they happen behind the scenes.
Like I don't see shit like this.
10% of the relationship.
I don't follow the right people.
Damn. It was assumed they were still together. Mo even tweets at Bella, love you, kiss, emoji. She tweets, you my friend, with a huggy teddy bear gif. Mo then tweets, so this is what you were laughing about when you had my phone? It seemed pretty funny at the time because it was a joke and no one really knew, right? Another subtweet happens. I can work through disagreements and arguments, but I draw the line
Who
at
tweets
lying
this
and
shit, bro?
disrespect. I don't know when this
Bro,
happened,
we need to
but
know,
obviously
people know you're dating a
during the
streamer.
breakup.
Who tweets this, bro?
Another subtweet from Bella, and then finally, Caterino Evolved steps in. Bella tweets, never dated a League player. Cat Evolved tweets, why is this your pinned tweet?
So the point here is October, we're seeing the Moyasu interactions. November, we're seeing interactions with Cat Evolved. That's basically like where I want to take you to. Pants reacts to the Mo video that we just watched now. This is the same thing.
At the end of the day, yes, I'm single.
Same kind of thing.
I'm ready to move
just
on.
saying, or no, sorry, not the same one, but
because like I said, this isn't a break. Like we didn't break up like a week ago. It happened quite a while ago, so I've had time to process. I've had time to like figure everything out.
Okay.
All that.
So Mo's in a good
yes,
space. You understand the mindset.
So much like.
Anyways. Ball starts spamming emotes in lane while also spamming laugh, all while dating Mo's ex.
Bro,
I don't think we want this G. That one's too readable.
Bro. Bro.
Yeah, just zone them. That's huge.
Bro,
that's huge.
During this shit, keep in mind this is during like Twitch rivals. Like he's just perma spamming them
Later
all
on,
lane,
the game
bro.
gets paused and this happens. I'm so sad. Jokes. I'm so effing happy. Happiest I've ever been. TF Played says, Cat Evolve hasn't played his game VR chat. Cat Evolve also says, what? WTF?
Bro,
Later on, he says, my god, my life is perfect. How have you been, Jurassic? Sorry, WTF? What the fuck? And motherfucker puts...
Anyways, bro.
Type or do any emojis or laugh, he just...
Bro, low-key, Mo is dropping dick in these... Watch y'all, bro, watch it. Mo actually drops dick on his head, by the way. Mo lays out his dick, balls, and fucking gooch on him, bro. Holy shit.
Mo doesn't type or do any emojis.
Nah, Mo
or
is going crazy. No glaze. He's going crazy,
Mo
bro.
eventually wins the second game and doesn't even type anything.
Doesn't
just says,
respond. Respect to Mo, bro.
Yeah,
you know, very easy to get it, like, suck into that, but he kept it chill.
Obviously, Caterino won't type.
Watch this.
Shortly after, the Cell Saga begins. Cannibal says, yawn.
Kinda cringe, low key. High key.
Mutes him.
It's okay. People will grow up and learn.
This was a few days after Twitch Rivals, and they just met in solo queue, like really coincidentally.
Okay. Important.
Or maybe on purpose.
Get ready.
But a lot of tweets
they caught her in
started
4K
coming
watching
out
the
of
Mo stream.
Bella and Caterino Evolved.
Watching the Mo stream.
Yeah, so bro, why are you still talking about me? We broke up 5 months ago. It's time to move on. I know you
like,
enjoy
all right.
but leave me out of it.
You know what this is perfect for? You know the clip of The Rock where he's like, shut up, bitch? That's kind of the vibe here.
I don't care of it.
If
And
you were
Tyler,
curious.
as a public figure, incentivizes harmful, misogyny. You need to understand the influence you hold and be accountable
Shut
for your
up.
actions and bullying. Yasuo twice in lane, then he starts flaming my girlfriend on stream. WTF.
So this
And
is
he deleted
deleted.
it.
Oh my god, wait,
There's
stop.
so-
Wait, stop, wait, guys, ready, okay. So when this is all going on, at this point, like, I'm not really, like, friends with, like, I don't know Mo, I have never interacted with Mo personally yet, like, I just, like, know, I've interacted with, like, Sanch and, like, a couple of Mo's mutuals, now get ready.
And he deleted it. So, yeah.
So this
can't
is what's
find it
happening
anymore.
on Twitter
And
during
then
this.
there's a bunch of memes going on. Dude, there's so much content here, by the way.
Okay, this is probably one of the best calls
this is
ever,
what
bro.
happened.
He made like a passing comment that she belongs to the streets. Wait, so he
Okay,
literally
this is one of the
say,
best calls ever, get ready.
Keep my name out of your mouth, right? Hey, I was telling them how
Listen.
She made Cat Discord. Yo.
Here we go.
What's up, motherfucker?
Are you running or what?
Yeah, sure, I'm on my grind. You know the fucking vibe.
Respect.
I got an 11-hour stream and now I'm working out.
Good looks, bro. That's sick.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw you guys talking about like shit. What you need the rundown or what? What's poppin'?
Let me get a rundown because I don't understand. Everyone's just linking me out bro. Some of these tweets are
I
too
got
fuck.
fans, bruh. Hey, shout out to Troops, shout out to Goon, shout out Nickich. You already know the fuck going on. Ozzy, Jaden.
Man,
you know
I'm
Bro, I
gonna
got
break
fans
my
now,
monitor,
tell you,
I
dude.
swear.
This dude, like, you saw in Rivals.
Nickich mentioned.
He started typing in all chat. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Life's happy. It's so perfect, bro. If your life was perfect and you were happy with your girl, you wouldn't be typing in all chat.
He's not up,
trying to get
Brad.
under my skin for no reason. Then he got gapped in Rivals. I still didn't say a word. I just muted him because I'm a real one. Then today I play solo queue against this motherfucker. He kills me in lane. Katarina broken as fuck. I'm gonna tell you that much, by the way. And he types yawn.
Still broken, by the way.
So-
Yawn?
Still broken, by the way.
My chat were telling me, they're like, yo, why is this chat saying you cheated on her? And I said, I wish. And then, yeah, I think the worst thing I said two things. I said, we already know these hoes fur to streets, which is straight facts. And then two, I said, he can enjoy my sloppy seconds. That's the worst thing. Once again, straight facts.
Bro.
You got the rundown?
Bro, that's crazy.
Enjoy my sloppy seconds.
But like, I don't even. Like,
Bro.
Bro, it sounds like you just went up the stairs right now.
Around 250 calories deep, I'm going. It's just getting me pumped.
Respect.
But yeah, I would comment and like ratio the fuck out of them. But they're clout chasers. They want my attention. So
That's
I don't wanna give it
beneath
to
you.
them.
That's one thing. Mo was really good at the time. He didn't feed into it. You saw he wasn't responding to Twitch Rivals. He wasn't doing it. He wasn't replying to tweets or nothing, bro. Bro, he handled that shit so well. He let everybody else do like the poke in the bear kind of thing. Like he let guys like me make slop tweets, basically. You know what I mean?
That's beneath you, straight
To
up.
like make fun of
Yeah,
them.
leave it for the game. Respect
they're-
to my gang doing it for me, bro.
They gain
They don't
way
deserve
more.
it.
They gain way
But yeah,
more.
No. I don't care if they're tweeting at me and clout chasing. That's fine. I get it. But, bro, she said she's like, why do you have to have an ego and say you broke up with me when you didn't? Motherfucker, I broke up with you and you didn't leave my house for 2 months. I said leave, you didn't leave. Like, bro, why are they lying on the timeline like that? It's disrespectful.
My ex-girlfriend
I thought
is kind of
House and you didn't leave.
homeless.
Didn't you guys have like a mutual thing?
Yeah, I told her to get me a date. Well, okay, I'm not trying to get too personal.
All right.
We broke up because I wanted her to move out.
Yeah.
Then it took her 2 months from that conversation to actually leave my house. I literally had to book a flight to Mexico, and I told her, leave before the 8th.
Respect.
Or your shit's getting out. Like, that's just how it is. I'm out to
Go.
Mexico. And that's how she left the house. Literally took 2 months after a
Yeah.
breakup. Like,
Why is he panting? He's running, bro.
But yeah, she's
He's
capping
grinding.
TL. You already know what the fuck going on. Hey, Mo out. I'm grinding to the top. You know
Bro, Mo out.
You think you're Obama, bro? This guy, he left the call. He said Mo out.
Final thing that's important about this, and I think after that we're pretty much good. I think there's a little Professor Akali part, but we're gonna do this really quick.
Now, they're sending lawsuits threatening to take down not only highlight channels, but they're threatening me when they broke the law already. So they
What
broke
is it,
the
Bruno?
law. They're starting all this drama. They're getting a bunch of hate because they look like fucking clowns.
What
and now
is
they're
this?
threatening highlight channels and me.
This channel, this. So she said the girl allegedly is a lawyer. They then found out that the lawyer firm that this was connected to was not a real. They were recalling it was not a real law firm. It was a nothing. It was all fake. And they were clowning the fuck out of it, basically, at the time.
We are contacting you in regards to recent videos uploaded containing explicit content involving Cat Evolved and Yasuo. We would like to formally request you to delete any videos that contain
I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember the name of it. Something law firm.
The other party involved. Please try suing me, you dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Bella acting like she actually went to law school, allegedly. Doubtful, because you guys literally already broke the fucking law, and now you're threatening a lawsuit.
Yep.
But like,
apparently this is important. I'm trying to remember.
At this point, I kind of have to, and they're slandering my name and like leaking phone calls and being like, I guarantee you, all they do is think about me and talk about me all day.
After this, Caterino Evolved replies to Mo's statements.
Okay, so this is Cat Evolved's
So
response.
let's put this out here. So he pretty much made it so he like told her that she couldn't make the breakup public because he didn't want to get harassed for it. So pretty much they were broken up for like already like a month or something till he made it public. And when he made it public on his stream, it was like what? After he got back from his trip to Mexico or something. So he made it public on his stream. He was like, yeah, like we've been broken up for a while, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember like everything exactly. And then he like started talking about how many girls he like fucked in Mexico or something. I forget everything else, but I just know for a fact like he definitely disrespected her like in his like statement on the breakup or something. And if he didn't do it then, he did it like a couple weeks afterwards. I remember. Let's just like keep that in mind, okay? So he's saying like, oh, she's constantly tweeting at me. Well, it's like, yeah, like you're lying about her on stream, which then sends people to hate on her. False didn't shit talk him in Rivals. I was literally all chatting my fucking friend, who is my ex-teammate that I went to my first LAN event ever with, Jurassic. I was literally talking to him in all chat.
Sorry that we have to watch a Panzer Dragon recap of this.
We would like do some BM shit, like GG well played guys, haha, close one. Like something like that to try and flame me, you know?
What?
He thinks I BM him whenever I like spam emote or anything like that, but it's literally nothing personal. Like I don't give a fuck about him. I've never talked about my... Keep this in mind. People just started like bringing up rumors to him randomly. Like literally randomly, by the way. I never told anyone anything about her. I hadn't even met her yet or anything. And people were literally just going to Mo saying that I had like already met up with her or that I've like been fucking sleeping with her or holding her hands or something like that. So he got super upset with that.
I was still
I was literally out for a walk, by the way. I literally said I'm not sure why
I don't think that last
hate up his friends on other streams and like saying shit like my gang's got this or something. Like what the fuck does that even mean, man?
And try to make me look bad. But that's not the end.
I'm trying to make you look bad. I remember being in call with him. Like, yeah, he said he was gonna spill my face, whatever. That's we called a second time. Me, him, Bella, Pants Our Dragon. Let me just bring Pants into this, by the way. He was actually one making rumors in the first place.
Now I noted this part down. Okay, you guys just heard that. If Pants Our Dragon is in your like circle of like people to speak to at any point of your life, like if he's in your circle of like communication, like let's hear this one more time. Okay, let's hear this back. I want to all hear it.
He said he was gonna spill my face, whatever. That's we called a second time.
Sorry.
Me, him, Bella, Pants Our Dragon. Let me just bring Pants into this, by the way. He was actually one making rumors in the first place.
You fuck.
If we're in a situation where Pants Our Dragon is in our drama and we're interacting with him personally, there's a big problem, man. TLDR, Moyazo had a girl. He was with the girl. After they split up, she went with Cat Evolved. This girl then actually, it came out, I don't know where the proof is. The girl actually lied about her age, and she was actually, does anybody recall? I think she said she was in her early 20s and she was actually 30 years old. If I remember correctly, this could be of this proven wrong or anything, but they proved that she was lying about her age and she was actually way older, number one. Number two, she said she was a lawyer. She was 32. Okay, 32, and she said she was like 25 maybe. Anyways, lied about her age, said she was a lawyer, worked for a specific law firm and sent lawsuit things to Mo. It was proven that law firm didn't exist and she wasn't a lawyer. The other title, I remember it in Suits. I don't remember. She said she was one of those basically. And it wasn't, it possibly wasn't true. Didn't pass the bar or anything as well. Just like all this kind of stuff. Nothing wrong with being 32. Paralegal. She said she was a paralegal. Didn't do any of that. Anyways, so that's that drama. It's I would say a little bit petty. A girl manipulated it all though. Like at the end of the day, Cat Evolved was very young at the time. So that's why I wouldn't even hate on Cat Evolved for anything. He was so young during all of it. Like he was probably making so much money at the time. Like, and he had like, this is probably like one of his first girlfriends who's like genuinely probably a decade older than him. For tier list wise, where am I going to place that? This one was pretty good. I think I put it in A tier. I think it was, it's like B or A tier. It was entertaining. It was funny. It was interesting. It's just, there's not enough substance in it. It was just very It was fun at the time. It's more interesting than the pan stuff, but it wasn't enough to like really of substance. You know what I mean? Next up, guys, Korea versus TF Blade. Okay, if you know, you know.
The Korean NA versus EU arc is in full effect, but now it seems like it has suddenly ended, at least for quite a few streamers such as Dantes, TF Blade, Scenarias, Aloys, and a few others. This is all because of some drama regarding TF Blade and LS a few days earlier, which somehow managed to get multiple but innocent streamers banned. And the worst part of it all is that Riot refuses to unban the innocent streamers. Let's get straight into it. So the timeline of events, as I understand it, it starts with none other than TF Blade. But before that, if you live under a rock, we gotta give some context. Big streamers within Europe and North America have invaded Korea, if I can call it that, and there's basically a huge ladder of NA versus Europe. With that being said, if you have watched some news sources, basically what happened is that TF Blade and LS, also known as Last Shadow 9, were involved in some drama. TF Blade being a high elo player, reaching rank 20 at some time during his run in Korea, and he was also previously
rank 20, guys. Wait, take this in for a second.
Reaching rank 20 at some time during his
rank 20, 692 LP, bro. Rank 20, 692 LP gets you low masters.
Run in Korea, and he was also previously ranked 3 in a previous Korean run. And then you have LS, which is sitting at Masters in Korea. So LS isn't actively taking a part in the race though, but both of them would play together in a game of League of Legends. Now, TF Blade already has some beef with LS, and this was his reaction once he knew that he was in a lobby with LS.
And let's keep in mind, you guys saw, this is a little bit older, but take in the Brazil drama was more recent, and the way like TF Blade was like nerd raging about the other Brazilian streamer and then going to his chat. Keep in mind that like TF Blade has been doing this kind of rage and like acting like this his entire life. Probably still to this day. I wouldn't be, there's just nobody in NA for him to say this kind of stuff about, but I'm sure he still does it to this day when he does stream with a mic and camera.
Is my MMR this slow that I'm playing with a reject like fucking LS?
LS is either
How the fuck am I playing with this diamond fucking freak? Look at this fucking reject. He never picks anything. Duo Qs to Masters every year. Why the fuck do I play with all these fingers?
Now, if you think that is an interesting reaction, LS would also respond quite harshly back to this, and he would even seemingly cook TF Blade alive.
How can anyone support you? You're a goblin! No one likes you, which is why every time your boot camp run ends, your viewership goes to nothing! You literally have no friends in the entire scene! Your entire friendship circle is the same circle for the last 6 years! It's people who know you IRL! It's people who are friends with you before you even blew up! You get body slammed by amateur players in North America! I play in scrims versus LCK players! We are not the same! You can go and have your solo queue adventures, and you're an excellent solo queue player. I think that you're a great solo queue player, absolutely! We are not the same! You lose lane to amateurs in NA!
In addition to that...
So, for context, like LS knows if you're playing in scrims, like LS knows all the scrim stuff, like I'm sure he knows TF Blade's reputation in any time he's played competitive stuff. LS, for reference at this time, I don't know if it's before or after, I don't really know the timeline, I'm mixing it up quite a bit, but LS would have laned against like legit Korean like semi-pros and like academy and like, some LCK level from when he was a Cloud9 coach. The Cloud9 players came over to Korea and they did scrims and shit, and he had to fill in mid lane for them, and so he actually like had to play against good players and shit and do this, bro.
The incident would happen where basically TF Blade was mid lane trading against
like TF Blade, like the LS game was fine. He said, yo, you're good at solo queue. Like you're good at solo queue, but like, yo, you're fucking shit when it matters to like real stuff.
The opponent, but he was overextending as the enemy jungle was taking Drake, and he would gank mid after taking the Drake, which resulted in TF Blade dying. Now, the majority of people would agree with LS is in the right, which is basically where TF Blade should not have fought and just backed off. And I mean, as a Grandmaster player myself, I would agree that TF Blade is in the wrong. I think that the flame got very personal between them two, so it's a bit rough to witness. But nevertheless, fast forward a few days, TF Blade would be toxic and flame a lot in solo queue. He would flame Korean streamers, YouTubers, and even pro players. I mean, hell, here's even Malice posting a clip of TF Blade being really obnoxious in solo queue. You know, following his jungler around. Little known to TF Blade, this would have tremendous consequences, and not only to him, but in fact to many people in this race like Dantes, the Tension, Yamato, Cenarius, and Aloys. In addition to this toxicity by TF Blade, the Tension, which is an NA streamer, would also get into a game with a pro player, and the pro player himself would say that he would get the Tension banned.
This is fucking, no, this pro player in my game said, you are
Hold.
from NA.
You're from NA,
sure
you motherfucker.
Is what he said.
Sorry, it's Korea. They don't talk like that.
1-14!
But wait, your account just got banned, right?
Literally, we all got he banned. Said in the game that I just played, he said, I will make sure all NA players will be banned.
What the fuck?
And I went to the bathroom, come back, and I'm banned.
Originally speaking, TF Blade would get a 2-week ban for this toxic behavior though, but it wouldn't stop him from grinding in Korea, as he would log on to another account to avoid the ban.
Okay, so TF Blade everybody got banned. TF Blade got banned, went on a new account. TF got banned for whatever he was doing in solo queue, and got on a fresh account, okay? TF Blade gets banned, goes on a fresh account
on stream, and what's likely is that Koreans who were hate watching, if I can use the word here, would report this on.
If you think I've ever been hate watched, specifically my EU West run, where I accomplished great things, if you thought that was a hate watch with target banning and stream sniping and fanboys, TF Blade was going through something I would say almost as bad as what I went through, but in Korea. They were on forums, they were fucking with them hard, bro.
Actually, IP banned TF Blade because of the, you know, account hopping and as well as the toxic behavior. I mean, even if you look at the Korean forums, which I can link in the description, you can just witness how upset they are regarding TF Blade, and they are even looking down upon the Europe NA streamers as foreign kids, which I think is a bit funny to write. Going off on a bit of speculation here, and as well as watching what Dantes would say together with the other streamers, is that TF Blade, together with Dantes, Aloys, Scenario.
So everybody who was staying at the same place as TF Blade got banned because it's an IP ban. TF Blade's accounts got IP banned because he had multiple. It was an IP ban instead of just the account ban. That resulted in everybody staying at the same B&B hotel situation. Their accounts were banned too.
IP ban. TF Blade would also make a statement on this. 3 bans in one day must be a record. I can't control myself from not flaming, trolling bad players when in this zone, and I will not apologize regardless of it they are pro or well known. I care about winning. It is just absolutely absurd that Riot Korea manually bans every account associated with the same IP address as our hotel. That is not a Riot account. If I had known that they would do some stupid shit like that for the sake of others, I would just not go on a second or third account trying to play on the Korean server. 90% of the community flames each other and just moves on. It is a competitive game, and that means a lot of emotions when some people are playing to win.
Genuinely
I
the most
I am
insane
toxic
tweet.
in game and deserve the ban, but so did so many others that just didn't get banned for toxicity, inting, and just overall trolling. Like Malice, who has been performing with no effort for past few years but untouched. Only thing that is unfair is to put the blame on me for Riot Korea being stupid and banning other streamers because I got banned. That is their decision and not mine.
Like, genuinely, I think this might be top 5 dumbest streamer tweets of all time. Not only did he took no accountability, he somehow threw in malice in here. He basically took the Zanium approach. Instead of admitting mistakes, admitting what you did was wrong, looked and pointed fingers at anyone else he could. He pointed at Riot Korea, pointed at other people they should ban, pointed at other people in general. Genuinely insane that your brain... I am so thankful my brain doesn't work like this, bro. What happened in the end was LS put in some work to get everybody figured out, like accounts.
What's crazy is that according to LS, TF Blade might be facing criminal charges, as in Korea targeted online verbal harassment is illegal, and he was doing it against Korean pros. There was this famous case of Faker and T1 suing certain people, third-party programs and stuff like that. First way is that you have to stop typing. People who are in Korea stay contacts over there, so perhaps it's fine for them, with the exception of TF Blade, which is allegedly buying other accounts to avoid his ban. But gang, it's very likely. So
everybody got Riot accounts. Everybody has got another Korea account. Lois got a level 1 Riot account. Everybody got accounts. It was sorted basically after. Yeah, TF Blade basically fucked over everybody. Imagine you spent all this money for a boot camp and TF Blade like absolutely just cooks your shit from flaming. So this drama, very funny. I think this one was entertaining. It was funny. TF Blade's response was like funny. I'd say it's on par with Mo. It's not as bad. Like it's got enough substance and entertainment enough where I could put it here. Definitely a B tier drama. Korea versus TF Blade. Toxic and hate watched becomes IP ban. Every streamer gets banned. Okay. Yup, you know it. It's Ethereum, bro. It's the Ethereum situation.
Say these people like just incredibly up behavior, and like not calling it out as such is just kind of gross.
Okay, now he's disgusting freak and I can't even defend him, bro. He's a pig. If this is true, which it may or may not be, we don't know definitively yet, then this is absolutely reprehensible. He's disgusting.
Reprehensible. Now I'm leaving feeling interrogated.
So if you're living in a cage, the equivalent of corpse husband in League of Legends has had some allegations levied to him. And in this video I'm going to explain how they are absolutely retarded, or rather how the situation is pretty stupid,
I'm only playing this intro
not for
because
the
it's so
reason why you might think. Because the main criticisms of the allegations are actually valid and do have a pretty good baseline, but the whole League of Legends community seems to have completely just glossed over this fact. Now this guy goes by the name of Netherim, and if you have watched the League of Legends mainstream content creators in the EOS sphere, you might have seen him in the Drutted Ultimate Showdown. Anyways, Netherim has a small but somewhat loyal community. He isn't exactly a big streamer, but he's still notable. But much like Sukuna or Corpse Houseband, Netherim attracts...
Wait, this is crazy foreshadowing.
But much like Sukuna or Corpse House...
That's crazy foreshadowing, by the way.
Houseband, Netherim attracts a certain type of audience, and these are women, naturally speaking, of course. And it's mainly because the reason that women find but it all starts, which is the allegations brought forward by Elle, or Rude Lovebot. She goes on to say that Netherim, the US streamer, has been manipulating, financially abusing, love bombing, and scamming the women in his community. His behavior spans across years, and he will not stop unless we expose the truth. Here is the document. Now this 51-page document shows the testimony of 5 particular women, which is
5 women?
Kenway, Chavik Sin, Elle, Bootsy, and Bear. The
So 5 women. 5 women for context. 5 different women with a story about Ethereum.
The document itself was composed by Elle, it was edited by Booties, and then overviewed by Ike.
Overviewed by Ike Pitako. We composed, edited, and overviewed like this is a fucking researched diplomatic paper for your final essay. I don't know.
The woman had approached him for assistance. Now, we aren't going to exactly read the whole document because it's extremely long and boring.
We're not going to watch the whole document because that's unnecessary. This is the Sanchovies.
8 out of 10 because I looked at it.
Aatrox's first game, right? Second game will be Bard. Third game will be...
Sorry,
can I tell you guys something?
Listen to this.
Hey, go ahead. You know how people will do a series on Twitch or YouTube where they'll do an A to Z, a series where they play every single champ that starts from A to Z? like Aatrox's first game, right? Second game will be Bard. Third game will be Camille. This guy did a series on Twitch where he was playing A to Z, and every letter was the first letter of a girl's name. So first day he was playing with Alicia.
Just insane, bro.
Second day he was playing with second day he was playing with Bertha.
I respect that.
So this is about his financial responsibility. What he would do is he promised a bunch of things to his Discord and like the women, people in his community, like, yo guys, I'm going to set up this and this and this. You just send me money. Like people basically paid money for an announcer pack that he couldn't end up doing and never did. And that was basically it. Like this is like a whole, so as you can see here, just as a quick reference, he was chopping it up with the huzz, bro. This fella was chopping it up with the huzz of his community, bro. He would get involved with all of them, man. He would get involved with everyone, okay?
Also engaged in questionable behavior. After the allegations were brought forward, he continued to add the allegations against Netherim by posting unsubstantiated allegations that he is a PDF file. Fortunately, he did delete this, but the reason why he posted this in the first place kinda do make sense. You see, Netherim has actually had a history of pathologically lying to women, and usually this was also about his age and other personal information.
Very important.
It got weird kind of fast because after 4 days he was like, oh fuck, I have to go back. I have a test to get into university in the UK, okay? So I was like, okay, I will go back with you to Tunisia. And so we went back to Tunisia, and then I saw on the flight ticket, I saw his birth of date, and it said a different year than what he had told me. So different age. And then he was like, yeah, that's just a mistake. And then I was like, okay. He said the year on the ticket, it was a mistake. And I was like, okay, fine. Then I went to Tunisia, I met his mom, and I spent the day alone with her. And then I found out from her, that it was, his real age, like,
So why do you think he was lying about his age?
So when I confronted him about this, he said because he is like really private. He was not sure, about me, like if we were gonna be serious. So then he lied about his age, and then he just kept it up. He didn't know how to tell me, is what he said.
As you do, bro.
Weird.
Big gap, or was it not that bad? So he was young, because you would have been 23.
Okay. Well, I was 21 when I met him.
What? So this guy must have been 18. Wait a second. He must have been 18, bro.
This is a fucking plot
Yeah.
twist right here, dude. What the hell?
Netherrim has also had a history of lying about a lot of things, such as his personal information. The women had also gained many other testimonies and screenshots of him lying about his age to...
Alright, so let's give you a summary here. You hear that girl's story. A lot of similar cases, multiple women with crossing over timelines of him talking to these women very intimately, very explicitly. There is sexting, there is promises of love, promises of futures together, lying about personal information. Nobody knows this guy's age, nobody knows where he's from, where all this shit, right? All this stuff. And this is happening while he's talking to, like, there's you know, crossover. Where are all these women coming from? These women are all coming via his streams. I think that is very important to discuss here. He is using his streamer persona, his dynamic on stream, in order to get in contact with these women. So he's basically just preying on his viewers. Are these women of age? Yes. Are these women all consenting? Yes. But what he is doing that is wrong is he is misleading on a moral perspective. It's all about morals here. There's nothing illegal he's
So
done.
another interesting thing about this whole conundrum
Nothing
is that
illegal.
That we're manipulating women,
Whoa, whoa,
and
whoa,
such
whoa.
sentiment was also seen on social media, such as Twitter or
I don't
other
remember.
YouTube comments.
I felt like the whole time of that call, Spearshot didn't really grasp what was wrong about it. Like I can't remember. You'd have to listen to the full like 2-3 hour call. Spearshot for some reason wasn't grasping some things well. He was like kind of like W, bro. Like he said, yeah, this is bad, but like kind of W. Was too stupid to understand. Sanchovies didn't give a fuck. Vacan would basically say everything Vacan said was basically correct about it. He basically like summed it up really well. Unfortunately though, I was in a situation, I understood it very well. I made it very clear to like my chat and my stream, like, yo guys, so what he did was actually bad, but like we're just trying to like farm memes out of it because like at the end of the day, like this was very like unserious, bro. Like the whole thing was unserious. How did Spearshot get a girl to join his stream to talk about it? How did we have fucking Ethereum join the call? Like how did we get here was kind of the vibe. Like this guy in chat goes, what did he do wrong? He didn't do anything. They contacted him first. Brought out there, bro. They were like, what the fuck?
Just allegations, like it's not protective of the conversation. So yeah, that's
This is a
basically
wrap up for me.
Sure.
I don't really want to be here anymore. This was great, nonetheless. I really want to thank you guys for even giving me the opportunity to speak in a way that I was able to explain a few things, address, confirm, and also deny a few things. Thank you for that. Thank you, Nail. Thank you.
Do you want us to get Netherim in the call and then start confronting him and say, no, you're an asshole. You shouldn't have done this. You should have done that. We're not in a place of
Well,
we're not in a position of power.
it's not power in the sense you can like send him to jail. It's power in the sense that you make people like you
make people aware.
Let him explain his side, which you did, and honestly, like he just kind of said a bunch of nothing from what I heard like at the start before I joined.
No, the thing is, he probably left because, with all due respect, Bacon, you came in here and you're just confronting him on stuff as if you're his parent. You're not an interrogator. You don't have him here under arrest. Like he's not gonna listen to it, which is probably why he left.
Vacan sees through him, bro.
Like
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, see what I mean? Like Spear didn't get it, bro. Spear did not understand, bro. Spear was out for lunch, bro.
He doesn't think it was okay for like his public life to get.
I'm getting heated watching this
You
back.
take the actions that he did.
Yeah, that is dumb. That is
and
dumb.
the impact it had on those people.
I understand what he's saying. He's saying he wants to keep his private life private,
Like,
whether it's relationships he's having.
It ends up just being a PR fest, bro. Like he wants to downplay it as much as possible, so it doesn't look that bad, right? Which is why he comes on the call, and which is why like
I'm mad at
kind of
Spear
joking
now.
and laughing about
I'm
it, making it seem
angry.
like a less serious situation than it is, right? He didn't commit any crimes. He didn't do anything illegal.
Yes.
But it's not just whether or not it's against the law. If it's morally reprehensible, you set the standard as someone who talks on the topic publicly. So just apologize for what you did. Admit what it was like we did was a shitty thing. You got caught doing a shitty thing and apologize to the people you did it to. That's it. It's not.
That's
hard.
literally all you have to do. It's just say, I'm aware what I did. I'm really sorry for that. I'm gonna change going forward. It's not hard, bro. How did this turn into? It turned into him saying, my privacy is being. Ether turned into my privacy is being invaded. Oh, why are people doing this to me? You know this is wrong. You shouldn't say I'm from Tunisia. What the fuck? Nobody would care or do any of that if you didn't manipulate women. That is one of the most disgusting things you could do.
Do it again. Like you're trying to make it seem like it was a neutral stance conversation you were being invited to, and then as soon as you got pressed on things and you were acknowledged for your shitty behavior, you didn't have people like fucking jerking you off and being like, oh yeah, like Giga Chad.
W Riz, bro. W Riz.
Like, as soon as you didn't have that happening, you got real fucking uncomfortable. At the very least, fucking apologize, bro. Like it doesn't matter if I'm his parent or not. I'm a human being. And I see one human being treat other human beings like shit. That's not good, man.
Bro, if I see somebody do that shit to women, I'm gonna fucking clock their shit, bro. Anyways. TLDR the drama. Let's run through it now, okay? Manipulated women, used streaming to get contact with the women, he just ended up using them. He just like legit just fuck women and have them fly him out and shit. And like that was it. This guy was just a piece of shit. That's all. I hope you guys can understand, bro. Sorry. Dude was a piece of shit. Sorry. POS. Sorry. Yo. We're gonna give Ethereum B because I think we learned some great things about it. I think it was a very good learning experience. I feel like there was a lot to take away from it. Entertainment-wise, it was enough. I got the farm content from it at the time. Elo Santa drama starting now. Keep in mind, this video has 1.1 million views. Genuinely some of the most insane stuff I've
All
ever
the
seen,
bad
bro.
guy requirements, like really, truly.
Not understand how sociopathic this is. Instead of sitting here and trying to resolve it, you're sitting here trying to farm a CAC W.
You know, he buried himself, like that's it. So the guy has absolutely no problem shitting on someone's life if he had the opportunity. And I truly, truly believe that.
You just view everyone as content farming.
So Elo Santa cannot play victim here, like bro, like it's literally just a hate rate, like straight up, no other way around it.
I truly believe if he had the opportunity to fuck someone's life over, I think that guy would take that opportunity in a heartbeat for fun.
Over time, people have slowly but surely realized that Elo Santa's reputation has worsened. As a content creator who once enjoyed popularity, his reputation began to wither away, and opinions about him would deteriorate. Some brand him as outright evil, while others see him as a pathological liar. But like every tale, even Elo Santa had a starting point, and the roots of his downfall can be traced back to 2022. Up until 2022, Elo Santa was no stranger to dating apps and has experimented with Tinder content, texting, talking, and also voice calling with girls.
So this is about ego. Him doing this shit, like ego, right?
Associated with him. Known as
like he's getting hella views, he's fucking with bitches on Tinder, like oh my god,
used
guys.
to have an ego by this point. His
so much ego.
The Elo Santa Dantes drama would span over many months and can be seen as a catalyst for the downfall of Elo Santa and really showcase his true colors. And the drama can already be dated back to this clash session together. Elo Santa would develop a grudge against Dantes, as this would be very evident 3 to 4 weeks after the clash session, where they both got on a voice call together to talk about it. Basically, to give some context, Dantes would get a girlfriend back in late May, but a few days later, Elo Santa and an acquaintance of his would find a mugshot of Dante's girlfriend Alma Westwood, and subsequently Blones would post it on Twitter. She also had a criminal record with this accompanying mugshot, which was possession of either drugs or a firearm. I tried to verify this information as it was posted by mugshotties, but I couldn't find it, so either it has been removed, which is likely, or this is fake. I mean, my source after all is Elo Santa. Originally, Dantes didn't want to interact with him, but in the interest of
So let's quickly, because there's a lot of bullshit here. Let me give you guys the quick rundown of this so you can understand it better from my perspective. I was in this shit and then seeing it online. So Dantes is with this girl. Okay, that was the girl in question. Elo Santa knew a lot about this girl because one of his close friends was with that girl previously, and I believe she cheated on that person, and then afterwards got with Dantes. So this is a separate person cheated with, eventually got with Dantes. Elo Santa warned Dantes, do not fuck with this girl. She did this, and this to my boy. I'm giving you a heads up. Okay? I'm giving you a heads up. You don't want to fuck with this girl, bro. Dantes ignored that, still went with being with the girl.
Resolving and making amends with Elo Santa, he suggested to voice call. In this call, Dantes called out Elo Santa on his trash talking over Twitter and his trash talking on stream. This would be such as Elo Santa saying Dantes fell off and among other things. It was here where Elo Santa stated that he thought Dantes was incredibly cringe regarding this rank 1 climb tweets, and also accusing Dantes of calling him fake for giving his opinion on Dantes by calling him a Diamond Master player, and Dantes is not someone Elo Santa would watch for gameplay purposes. Dantes disregarded those statements as that was irrelevant to the conversation, and Elo Santa had a much bigger problem than that. So full of himself, Elo Santa isn't self-aware of the fact that he's using people for content. He doesn't view people as a person, but
so at this point, Elo Santa had way more viewers than Dantes. I think Elo Santa at this time would have been averaging maybe like a few thousand. I don't know much exactly. Dantes maybe, I don't know what Dantes would have been at, but Dantes had a lot less viewers at this time in comparison. There was like a time frame. If anybody's like more familiar with it, it was a stark difference in how many viewers they would get. Okay, just keep in mind. 2.5 to 1 versus 1 sounds right.
As a person, right? You're sitting here, and I have an issue with you as an individual, as a person. And instead of sitting here and trying to resolve it, you're sitting here trying to farm a CAC W or two in your fucking chat.
I mean, I'm just saying how it is.
No, dude. This is your problem. Your problem is you will sit here, and it's like we have an issue, right? Where it's like, I say you're fake, you say I'm fake, whatever it might be. But we have an issue, and then instead of trying to resolve it, you just sit here and you try to farm like heck W's. It's like, do you not understand how sociopathic this is? Like, I'm a real human being, bro.
I mean,
You get
what's there
that,
to
right?
resolve? Like, you got mad? You do realize that the video that you uploaded, I said, oh, it's like fake drama, whatever the fuck.
So this is the thing, right? So at this point, Elo Santa is the kind of guy who would just read his chat a lot, right? And a lot of people would say a lot of negative things about Dantes, right? They'd talk about Dantes' viewership, talk about Dantes' gameplay. Elo Santa would read it, just probably say passing remarks like, oh yeah, he's bad. Yeah, he has less viewers, like anything like that, right? So he doesn't realize what that, at that point, he's just kind of just going, he's like, bro, I'm just like streaming. I'm just responding to chat, like yada, yada. And he's not realizing the kind of effect that it's having on Dantes' stream and like Dantes' everyday life. Because it's kind of like,
Elo Santa would
it's
obviously
ruining
not
streaming for him, bro.
respond to
All
what
that
Dantes was
toxicity and
calling him
negativity
out
getting
for,
passed
but
around.
was still insinuating that Dantes is a hard slug diamond to master player. Dantes got annoyed by being branded as such and concluded the voice call by asking him to make a bet of 500 euros that he would end Challenger in Europe by the end of June, which was about 1 month away. As time went on,
so they're like legit, like Elo Santa doesn't really give a fuck, and Dantes is like, you can tell from like that voice call, Dantes was very like upset, like emotionally he sounded like very hurt by all of it. And I kind of respect Dantes that he tried,
annoyed by being branded
like,
as such, and concluded the voice call by asking him,
he used the situation where the streamer is like actually like fucking him up, and he tried to turn it into something. Like he tried to create hype for his stream and create content, and he turns it into like a bet with Elo Santa, even though at this point he probably does not fuck with Elo Santa at all. He's probably like fed up with him and having to interact with him. TLDR, he ends up like doubling, doing it like a like this.
150 euros.
Yo, I went from 278 to 430 feet. Let's double it. You know, let's make it more. Elo Santa offers 1,000.
Resulted in a nothing but good growth for him. However, 1 month after the 1,000 euro bet, Dantes would proclaim that he was being cheated on by his girlfriend. As it was a public relationship, he felt the need to talk about it on stream to be transparent with his audience. Rather than having the hurtful memories
this is where
up throughout his streams, he would just be transparent
it
by talking about it all in one go. Previous to the cheating scandal, Elo Santa would have warned Dantes about the character of Amu Westwood privately. That would be of her allegedly consistently.
So, as I told you guys before, Elo Santa warned him about this girl. The girl goes on to cheat on Dantes. Dantes is then streaming himself like the breakup. Dantes is streaming himself like just genuinely like it. I remember the stream, bro. It was literally just this. Look at this, bro. You gotta know, but you know, there was this one guy, I won't name him, but he once said, finding happiness with others is like being alone is like, he is genuinely just streaming himself with, and it's with all due respect, bro. I think if you look back on it, it's a try not to laugh stream. Like, bro, this is the most like, this is what I like. This is something you would do at like 16 years old, bro. Like, this is the vibe of like a 16-year-old. Elo Santa is obviously streaming and like just live reacting to it. I was live reacting to it as well. I would go in between queue. Thankfully, I didn't have as many views as Elo Santa, so like I didn't get cooked for this. But like, bro, it is genuinely a try not to laugh stream, bro. He was 19 to be fair. Yes, but like still, it's like it is genuinely like you can't make this shit up, bro. Elo Santa is obviously laughing at it because and like farming it.
2-part series.
Part 1 and part 2, and it's like 2.5 hours. So Elo Santa over-indexed on like laughing at the situation, which I understand where he's coming from. You told the guy, this girl cheated on her last partner. I know this person. Do not go for her, interact with her. And you feel like you're mutuals enough with Dantes where like he should listen to you. Dantes ignores that. You should, if this is your real friend, like if this is a real friend, you give them a little like, bro, I told you, man, yada, yada. But Elo Santa went the clip farming route and like the farming it for views route. And yeah.
He would prefer. Not only that, but Elo Santa thought it was a good idea to name his league account to face Amu Westwood to mock the situation, but also gain a reaction from Dantes. He continued to try to get a reaction by talking about her on stream and also make.
So keep in mind at this time, Elo Santa is the bigger streamer. I think this is an important dynamic for this whole situation. Elo Santa is
YouTube videos
a bigger
with her name
streamer
in
in terms
it
of
well
views.
after the cheating incident. Reactions he would get, and he still milked the content with more content, which sent more hate towards Dantes. Can you just imagine how that feels for Dantes? A lesser streamer is getting hate and people questioning him all sent
I feel a little bad for
targeted
Dantes during this, I won't
by
lie.
Elo Santa. A bigger streamer, and if
like I feel like I understood Elo Santa, I just think he milked it a little bit too much. But I kind of understand his headspace, but I think it just was way too much, bro.
Dantes responds to it, then Elo Santa gets more content to milk. It's all a perfect concocted farming machine. Dantes would admit later that this was one of his darkest moments in his life, because just a month previously,
we're going all through this for a video. I thought it'd be fun.
Elo Santa, Dantes would be admitted to the hospital due to heart issues, which quite literally put him on death's door. This would be admitted.
Oh, bro, I thought this shit said AIDS mono, bro. I thought this shit said AIDS. I have myocarditis and mono. Basically, like he had like a heart issue. He said it's from stress and stuff. or overwork. He said overwork. I can't remember. He said overworking and stress, something like that.
Perpetual cycle of continued drama. Money perhaps? But how could that justify this course of actions? That just seems like pure evil. His editor Billy would DM Dantes about the infamous 2.
So basically, videos don't make any money, don't attempt copyright, you will violate YouTube TOS and your YouTube will be deleted. So basically, Elo Santa was uploading footage of it, and like not even making money of it. He was just legit like just farming it as drama and like not even making money. And Dante's like, damn, bro, like, you're not even making money off this, and you're like actually just doing this for like no reason. Like if you're at least making money, you could rationalize it and understand. But yeah, it's funnier to think of it like that.
Being the humble guy he is, stated his reasons for doing so. In October of 2022, drama and beef would start again. A viewer asked Dantes to snipe Elo Santa, and Dantes would hit a jab towards him. Elo Santa would react to this by challenging him for another $1,000 bet that he wouldn't hit Challenger EU West again. I'll gladly take your money 2 times in a row. Previous to this event, Dantes had stated that he has stopped making promises, as in one of his many arcs he has made promises that he has failed on. In a tweet longer by Dantes, he stated that he will not continue to do that. In his response to Elo Santa, he said that he'll pass, and instead just...
So Dantes at this point, if I'm not mistaken, is doing quite well in terms of streaming and stuff. He is just not interacting with Elo Santa. He's not giving Elo Santa anything to use to cycle that drama anymore.
Let the actions speak for themselves, telling him to enjoy the views from the sidelines. And so
I think at this point,
as
Dantes was up, Elo Santa was going down at this point.
EU start. And there, Elo Santa would again just make fun of Dantes by saying rate my fit, posting Dantes.
Besides his mother chewing up food and spitting into his mouth, I think this is worse. I think this photo might be, it's close.
Of course, jab back by saying, you screenshot my fits, I forget yours. Now, this female that Elo Santa was making videos with would make a seemingly innocent post. The girl would take Elo Santa's side, obviously, and Dantes would respond by cementing that he finally reached higher elo than below. But Elo Santa's ego would have a say in this.
Anyways, this shit got boring. It's something about DDoSing Darkwind Jack, some shit like, I don't even know, bro. Anyways.
Of being a pathological liar, as this isn't the only time he's been caught lying for his agenda. Elo Santa would continue to beef with people on Twitter, and this time in a very, very petty fashion. Fast forward to 2023, where people hate on Elo Santa for being a literal scumbag, a Twitter user by the name of Haroshi would make a distasteful joke about jumping Elo Santa. Later that day, he would get a message from Elo Santa, I can drop my address if you wanna fight bad. And it gets progressively worse, as a video recording from the Twitter DMs would show that he accuses a Twitter user by the name Urkanite of liking young people very much. Now, obviously, Elo Santa has no proof of this and continues to beef with the guy over Twitter, clearly having his...
Enjoy your permanent ban. Sorry guys, I have to ban that guy.
Hurt. Take this tweet for example. While it might be considered a funny tweet and the person in question, who threatened Elo Santa and got doxxed because of it, probably deserved it, it again goes to show Elo Santa's character.
Which videos? So here we go. So this is where things take over. So keep in mind, this is like years or months after the initial problem that they had together, and watch.
Stated that Dantes reminds them of the NA version of Elo Santa. However, Dantes would reminisce about what Elo Santa has done to him so far, such as the targeted harassment campaign. This would go viral in the League community circle as the video popped off both on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and would also force Elo Santa to make a quote-unquote apology video because of hate. Firstly, he made a tweet longer where he stated that I woke up to hundreds of messages that my family needs to die and that I should unalive myself in-game. Dantes decided to use his newly blown up platform to send some hate. TLDR, I warned him that he's dating a cheater and he told me to mind my own business after he got cheated on. I watched his stream on my stream and he got upset because of it. I couldn't care less about the drama, and to Dantes, bringing up old stuff to hate on people will only bite you in the ass. Hopefully people will remember your drama with sexually harassing Yvonne when I get a bigger platform. Oh, and don't post clueless posts about that you don't know why you aren't getting Twitch partner, and he cites some links. Harassing Yvonne refers to some more drama regarding Dantes and a streamer Yvonne back in 2020 when Dantes was quite literally a nobody.
Okay, this will be covered at a separate time. This right now this doesn't even matter. I will preface Dantes is probably at this point in time, Dantes is maybe like 17 years old, 16, 17 years old at this time, just for reference, so.
I mean, look at his hair. During this time, he was quite immature, but nevertheless doesn't excuse his actions.
Of course.
He did get punished, and very harshly from this event, which caused...
Bro, Dantes, he fucked up. Like, I will admit, this situation, a mistake he made at like 16, 17 years old, genuinely fucked up a lot of his streaming opportunities and streaming things online. He had to deal with like people reminding him about it. He had to deal with not getting Twitch partner for a long time because of it. He had to deal with bro, there's people in the scene that would not touch him or interact with him because of it, right?
To reflect
he paid his dues for it, I would say.
Amends in a tweet longer, something that Elo Santa has never grasped the concept of. Elo Santa says he tried to resolve this in DMs but just feels resentment for what I did before, and now that he's bigger, he's trying to get revenge. Sub emoji. Dantes' TikTok editor Planty stated that it's crazy that you keep lying and doubling down instead of owning up and apologizing, where 2 screenshots show a conversation between Elo Santa and Dantes. So now you start your revenge by
if I could say what I want to say right now, holy fuck, bro.
Your viewers to make me feel the same like you felt. What do you think it was like for Dark?
So basically, Elo Santa basically, in a way to put it, Elo Santa got a taste of what he gave to Dantes at the time. It's just on the shoes on the other foot, bro. Shoes on the other foot now.
Unedited videos says otherwise.
Bro laughed and bullied someone at his lowest point, and people are saying it's nothing.
And the general sentiment.
This would cause Dantes to respond more hard.
The general sentiment was everyone was on Dante's side. Fuck Elo Santa.
Behind.
Oh yeah, so Elo Santa saw Dantes in person, and Dantes is like, oh, he goes up to, so that's Dantes right there. He goes up to Dantes, is like, yo, what's up? He's like, and then Dantes just goes, I don't want to talk to you.
Yo, Dino, are you still mad at me? Are you still mad at me? You have nothing to say? He's still holding a grudge. Unfortunate. The only person in the world who can hold a grudge for 20 years.
That is all. That is all for this drama. Elo Santa drama. Told Dantes, girl is bad. Girl was bad. Laughed at him. Not cool. Farm drama. Kept it cycling. Dantes got hate. Small versus big streamer. Tables turned. Does that make sense, guys? Elo Santa versus thing. I'm going to put this one in A tier. I think this is not S tier exactly. I think content-wise, A tier. Very solid. Good enough substance. Now we're going to do Zanium versus Dantes. One that a lot of people are probably waiting for. So TLDR, Dantes broke up with his girlfriend, made a super long form tweet about it, okay? Super long tweet. So he wanted to, so basically Dantes broke up with his girlfriend, said it was for the grind. He wanted to focus. So that's where we're at. He makes the tweet, says he broke up with his girlfriend. Tarzanium thought it would be appropriate to quote retweet Dantes' announcement of breaking up with his girlfriend with, so I can come over now.
In the house, and I can't blame her. Dantes actually gives a semi-mature response here and just dismisses it and lets Tarzan know they are finished. But more things are said, more back and forth, and Dantes eventually bites, and a massive post attacking, exposing Tarzan, whichever one you want to say. Too long didn't read. He said Tarzan asked Dantes and Laura every streamer they didn't like, and then privately messaged each of those streamers they said they didn't like, telling them this. Like, that's psychotic behaviour. Calls out Tarzan for having no friends but T1, who keeps his distance these days, and that Tarzan actually slags off T1 behind his back. Michaela reacts to this disappointed, and ironically I think after this even Tyler 1 is done with him, and basically Dantes just calls Tarzan a disgusting person. Less than an hour later, Tarzan comes back. Right, pause.
One of the worst reputations of League of Legends scene, but I have something that you will never have. Good values, moral, and heart. Despite the way you treat me, I still figured you were influenced by someone you were in love with and you saw your true colors. I don't see you for clout. I don't use people for money. You, on the other hand, take care and grow up.
So, Tarzan comes back with a long tweet of his own, and honestly, this...
Got in a call because I wanted to put an end to things. He mentioned that if he escalated, he had a nuke against Laura and he would drop and ruin her. I told him that if he considers me an actual friend, he would tell me what it is. I said that if you're really good friends with someone and you truly value their part in your life, that you would disclose things like that to him. That's what he considered blackmail. His response, that one night when me and her were having an argument, she talked about some arguments that we had over the course of our relationship and made her view me a bit worse. But that she knew I was always trying to prove myself and got better since. It was my first relationship, so she didn't hold it against me. That was the nuke. That's can be from attention to, but if he wants to hold it over my head like it's some kind of big thing, I can assure you it's not. So Zanium's normal 30-year-old mindset tells him, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop a nuke that you're actually a piece of shit. Zanium's like, you know what? You think I'm a piece of shit? I'm going to share this with everybody that watches, everybody who's following this. I'm going to share this with them.
Shot. It's so cringe.
Finally, this was your time to be a man and like own up to everything. That's what your tweet said, right? 1 month into the relationship, Laura was pregnant with Dantes' child. And when she's at her most vulnerable, scared, anxious,
that is actually so gross to hear back, by the way, that he would share this.
Fly back to Germany to get an abortion while he stayed home in Stream League, basically, is a TLDR. And that is the nuke, basically. Just to show his character as a human being.
This is a 20.
So genuinely insane thing to show, bro, because that is something that stays between two people. Good morals, values. Remember, by the way, good morals, values, and blah, blah, blah. Bro, this is something that absolutely stays. If somebody shares information like that for you, bro, you should just be, there for them, show them love, all that kind of shit, right? You should just be a good supporting friend. No matter what goes wrong with you, like between your friendship, why on earth would you ever share that? Because all it ended up doing was it just farmed all the loser weirdos. I'm gonna call them out right now. I'm gonna say it right now. And if you ever give hate to someone who gets an abortion for whatever reason they have, if you ever spread any hate or say anything negative about that person, you are a loser piece of shit. If you could have whatever moral, religious beliefs you want, but you can never tell other people what they should and shouldn't do. And the fact that all he did was send a bunch of hatred to him and Laura over that's all it did, is it just got those weirdos to spawn out of nowhere and just send them hatred
9-year-old man, by
and
the way,
all
and
toxicity.
revealed Laura had an abortion, and
Like, just the most
played in a league
genuinely
tournament.
the most disgusting thing you could ever do. And it's just to be like, yo, Dante's a bad partner, he wasn't there for her, blah 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 blah, he made her do this and this. Bro, they're kids, they're young as fuck. That's a scary situation. There's not, maybe you could say he could have done this better, he could have done this better. There's absolutely no correct scenario. Like, there's no right answer. There's absolutely no right answer. You can't tell people how they should play out the scenario, as long as both of them go away from it and they have their takeaways, whatever. That's the only thing that there is, right? It was genuinely, like, I was reacting on stream, bro. This was genuinely a hard watch. Like, it actually, like, I literally turned it off on stream when she started crying and talking about it, because it's so fucked. If you needed more reasons to hate the guy, like, Tyler talked about it on stream. I really like, when I hear Tyler, I don't feel like I very rarely do you hear Tyler once speak about serious things or real things, right? He's not really like about that. But the way he spoke about this was actually really well done.
So good for the
very rare
these days. What a turnaround.
And there's a lot of drama going on. I'll address this one time. I'll say this. I'll talk about it one time. Tarzan's an idiot. You can't do that. You can't do that, bro. It's like one thing you don't do ever. That's such a stupid thing to do. You can't ever do that. It's nobody's business but their own. It's kind of like, so I get actually relatable, actually, because me and Kayla had the ectopic. And it's not like, technically what happened, but it's, you know, it's close. And in some places, you can't even, Kayla had the ectopic pregnancy, and some places, hospitals in the U.S. don't even cover it because it's too close to abortions or whatever. So they won't even save your life sometimes. That stuff does more. It weighs on you. Things like that weigh on you more than anybody who's never experienced it could possibly imagine. Both on the female and on the guy. Like, more than anybody could ever. I couldn't even, if you've never experienced it, you have no idea what it's like. But it's not like something that you just do once and it goes away forever. Ever since Kayla had her ectopic, like, my brain's been, even after we've had Sailor, beautiful, love her, amazing. But when that happened, like, when that first, like, 2 weeks it happened, bro, it literally breaks your, I swear to God, it breaks your brain. And, like, that's when for instance, I stopped lifting so heavy.
I see.
And honestly, I haven't gotten back into lifting ever. Like I did before it happened, which is, like, why did that happen? Why is that, like, one of the side effects of that happened? It's weird, right? I still lift, but not nearly as hard. It took, like, something in my brain, like, changed, I don't know. And then, also, you, like, want to do everything you can to forget about it. Like, that's when I actually started playing chess for, like, 17 hours a day, because I wouldn't play, and you would, like, start thinking about it again, over and over, like, and it, like, you just re-queue in chess, you don't got to think of all you think about chess, so it, like, kind of, like, locks you in, you know what I mean? People don't understand. It's the same thing with what happened in their situation. Like, that's something that, dude, it's a big deal. It's actually a big deal, but it's nobody's deal except for their own.
Exactly. Like, nobody's deal but their own.
Like,
exactly.
So, I don't know, bro. Long story short, Tarzan cannot say that it's an unacceptable, and
Yeah, no, I think Tyler literally handled it. Like, the way Tyler, like, talked about it, he just, like, I was moved, bro. Like, I was genuinely, I was moved by it. Like, unironically. Like, this shit actually moved. Like, hearing him talk about that and relating it to his experience. Anyways, Zanium versus Dantes, TLDR. Zanium drops nuke. Absolute weirdo. Absolute weirdo, Zanium. AI diss track. We're not even gonna play the diss track. That shit is way too corny to even, like, play. What else was there? I'm trying to think who else is there. I'm trying to think what else was really a topic of it that came up, but it all stemmed from Dantes breaks up with girlfriend. Dantes breaks up with girlfriend. Tars tries to poke fun at her. Dantes isn't having it. Spirals. Let's rate this one as a drama. In terms of, like, bro, this one was, like, a crazy drama in terms of, it's a little bit heavier. It was a little bit heavier, so it feels weird to, like, rate it as a drama, right? Like, obviously it was heavy, but in terms of the impact, the implications of what it did for Tarzan, like, that aspect of it, in terms of how it painted out Zanium to be, I would probably put this in A tier, just because, like, it gave us something to really identify, like, this guy is genuinely not okay, and like is absolutely fucked up. Like it gave me so much reason to hate him, bro. It gave me so much ammunition to fuel my already hatred for him. And I think the trauma of that situation actually helped Dantes and Laura, and that's why they're married now. I think going through such a traumatic situation together, to the level that it was, it brought, as much as it brought probably negativity, I'm sure they would attribute it to why they're doing so good now is because they went through that together. So I'm gonna leave it in A tier. Feels a little weird to put it to S tier or anything like that. I think moving on, Dantes, I'm sure will tell you his life is good. Tyler looks great from it. Zanium is banned from League. And I think I said Dantes is happy. Like, everything's good. You know what I mean? Everything worked out, bro. Next one is going to be a quick one. A very easy drama to go over. It's going to be a little bit lighter. It's going to be Cadril, FlyQuest. They basically made some new rules that basically made co-streaming a little bit weirder. They made rules like, oh, you have to, you know, always show the broadcast at all times. You need to do this. You need to do that. And it kind of ruins it on the end of the streamers. It makes your stream a little bit more boring and stuff. And it makes it a little bit crappier. Everybody started speaking up. There's not like
repeatedly voice their frustrations with current restrictions. Every time they want to react differently or check their phone.
Like if you want to check a tweet in the middle of it, they get mad. And it was really weird because I don't think people actually like hate OnePixel or Cadril. I don't feel like that is a thing, bro. There's not too much to say about this drama. Like what happened in the end was FlyQuest uploaded a video. Content creators are not saving esports.
My gut feeling is that the 100,000 people that watch Cadril used to watch the main broadcast and now don't watch the main broadcast, which is terrible for sponsorship. All Cadril does is screech over every single ad roll being played. Like, I don't even know how Riot is monetizing this shit anymore. And he used to be on the broadcast and left the broadcast because co-streaming was more popular. You're literally proving my point that we are missing the S-tier talent off the Riot Game broadcast because it's better to be the co-streamer at the moment.
So you understand the precipice of what they're painting out here. What do FlyQuest do in this video?
Content creation space and esports space.
Grim is the newest addition to FlyQuest's creator team. He's been uploading Valorant videos to YouTube for over 5 years, becoming known as one of the most esports. They have to have some kind of tie to the game itself. It can be somebody like Basil, an artist who has been part of the community and understands its sensibilities and tastes.
Okay, so what FlyQuest are trying to say with this video is all they are saying is you are able to bring in streamers that have no correlation with it, like that don't just eat up the viewership. You could bring new people to the game, right? They're basically saying you bring new people to co-stream. Much like, if you guys recall, Jinxie and Dantes did a co-stream thing. Jinxie came, brought a bunch of new eyes to co-streaming. They're basically saying that is what you want to push for co-streaming, is like pushing that kind of agenda where it's just strictly in order to bring new people in and new eyes in from different communities instead of having the already connected league communities co-streaming the games. So what they would tell you, basically, if you take their opinion from that video, is bringing in someone like Jinxie to co-stream League of Legends is a good. Bringing somebody like myself who streams League primarily as my main content is not a good thing. I don't bring anything new to it, basically. And the point is that guys like Cadril, Will Dominate would have been ruining it, etc., etc. That is basically the drama. Cadril bad, eats up everything, no new eyes. Oh yeah, AI thumbnail, by the way. Nothing Burger, not that interesting. I'd put this in like legit D tier. I don't think this is that interesting. Okay guys, Dantes NA tournament, bro. That's the next one up, bro. Try not to smile. All right, one that I know very well. Okay, so there is a tournament in NA that Dantes makes. The rules of the tournament. He'll tell you the rules. Let's do the rules.
Each team was to have a consistent challenger player, a grandmaster master player, a diamond master player, and a low elo player along with their team captain. Silsol, who was allegedly the low elo player.
Okay, so preface. Okay, that's the team that you're making. Dantes had a bunch of streamers submit an application for it. They would link their op.gg, a little tidbit about them, how much League, like what their history is with League. You basically just submitted a little application thing, right? And then he filtered the application to make the list of people you could choose from. I'm on Team Hamza. Silsol's on Team Hamza. That's the person that is the issue. Okay? Silsol, the account that they linked, Dantes was aware, was a Season 1 Rank 1 account. So the account that was submitted was Season 1 Rank 1 at some point, okay? The name Silsol was Season 1 Rank 1. That's important to preface. At the time of the application, the account was like low elo. It was like a platinum or something. Whatever the account was, it was platinum, but there wasn't, or it didn't play ranked anymore. And Dantes put that person in the category of low elo, okay? Keep in mind, the person didn't even get drafted. This individual that we're speaking about wasn't even drafted. The only reason we picked them up was because our original top laner that was supposed to be low elo was boosted to Emerald. We found out that the person that we picked up was boosted to Emerald. So we kicked them out and brought in Silsol, okay? The problem arose when we would play scrims and we would play games. Keep in mind, we were scrimming at this time. If we were scrimming 8 hours a day, we were playing consistent scrims. We were doing this for it was like over a week straight where we would stream so much because, bro, everything was good about it. It was such easy content. We were fucking milking it. It would literally be, we'd get on at like 10 a.m. We would stream until like 8 p.m. those days. I remember because I was staying at my grandmother's. It was fucked. The problem was, Silsol was way better than they were. Like when they would play these games, everybody's like, yo, that's your low elo top laner. They're way too good.
Had a lot of top laners starting to question the validity of said player's skill, saying that what they were experiencing would be a gameplay level above even Diamond. But as Dantes says here in one of his tweets addressing the situation, this person applied as unranked. Dantes then begins to investigate the allegations, discovering inconsistency after inconsistency that all started to align with other allegations others brought forward. He wrote these 2 tweets in response, which I've linked in the description, but ahead is a brief summary. Other players in North American High Elo even remember playing with this person in solo queue as recent as Season 10, despite the applicants saying they were challenger only in the early seasons of League. Amidst all of the discussion between players and teams, Tarzan suggested that she stream a hand cam while playing, but a lot of people said it was kinda uncalled for and a bit weird, as you can read in these Discord logs.
Okay, get ready. What are your thoughts? Join up. My top gaps, your top. We thinking of any excuses? Your top misses point blank ults. We practice every day and scrimmed every day. And then I responded to Tarzanian with, yo, I'm sure you guys type this stuff. If she's Godly Cabbage, who was the boost account, just say you hate women and move on. So this is my response to Tarzanian. And so Tarzan was trying to say, tell your top to stream with hand cam. I said, I want Gamer Girl, Duo King, and you, all webcam on, go. That was like my response. So if my teammate has to put on a hand cam, you're going to have to, everyone who streams with no webcam has to go do it too. Because I firmly believe the only reason Tarzan was so adamant that there was something wrong with my teammate was because they were a woman. I genuinely believe he did not believe that a woman could be that good, as good as they are at League, because the issue was the person just got misranked. This person is better than being placed as low elo. End of conversation, end of question. They were just misranked, and that's okay. You are saying this woman who doesn't stream with a webcam needs to stream with her and prove that they're playing. Tarzan genuinely believed, listen to this right now, he genuinely believed this. He thought that there was a world where Silsol wasn't playing, Silsol's boyfriend, like in a made-up scenario, would have been playing. This is why he wanted the hand cam. Silsol's boyfriend would have been playing the whole time. Meanwhile, we are streaming all of our games. We are playing for hours straight. We are calming. Nobody is faking somebody else playing for a couple hundred viewers in a tournament where they maybe have a chance to win 2,000 Canadian dollars. Maybe, by the way, you have to win the tournament to get a share of 2,000 Canadian dollars. That is not enough money for how much time you are investing into doing this. Nobody would put up this jig. That is the most unrealistic bullshit scenario ever, which is why I was adamant that Tarzan was just being a sexist loser. Why did I think Tarzan was such a sexist loser? The women in Korea tweet, later the kind of stuff that he leaked about the abortion, all this stuff ties together with his views of how he views women. You can see how it all ties in together. This is how he views women. This is what he thinks of women. This is how he will treat women. I have experience in the scene. I could smell foul play a mile away. Keep in mind, there's a 30-year-old man with the profile picture of Joe from You, by the way. Racism, fucking cult activity, self-harm, be damned. Silsol did the Dougie on you, bro. So because they were so adamant that Silsol was cheating, they went and started digging for stuff. And whatever they ended up finding was just super weird. There was so much shit. They were digging for so many things. And this is what the stuff they found out.
Identity.
Okay, so this is
a 55-page document full of just fucked up shit about this.
So we went from this person is cheating and not playing the game properly and somebody else is playing. We somehow we found racism, sexism, transphobia, self-harm, suicide, eating disorders, emotional abuse, animal abuse. We somehow went from this woman could not be the one piloting it to we found all of this. How we approached the situation was, yo, I don't feel comfortable if my top laner is associated with all this stuff. So I don't really want to play with this person anymore. Obviously, when we're interacting, it's all on stream and stuff. Like, I thought they were cool. I thought they were chill. All of this comes out, and it was, like, really weird shit. Like, bro, the video has, like, if you need more of the videos, it's a rival video, entire Dante's intro. You could go see it yourself. a lot of weird stuff. I don't know like how much was real. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, still don't understand it. This is out of my thing. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's, it's an area of the internet that I don't have the expertise to understand. So we basically decided like, yo, we're not playing. Dantes doesn't want to have a person like this in his tournament. We don't want to play with a top laner like this. We also don't want to get a sub top laner after dealing with all this shit. I was exhausted. Like December 18th, like this is almost Christmas time. I'm fucking exhausted. I've been sleeping like, at this point, I'm sleeping 5 hours a day. I'm streaming 10 to 12 hours a day during all this. Like, bro, this shit was so heavy on me. And like, it was fucked, bro. It was fucked. So anyways, TLDR, we didn't want to play with them. We didn't want to deal with this. There was so much misinformation, so much, like, just an insane thing, bro. Just an insane situation, okay? I still don't know. Bro, at the end of the day, I still don't know or understand. So we left it at that. That was the drama. Zanium, I truly believe sexist pig, top laner was too good, found out fucked up shit. Would you guys, I need your guys' opinion on it. I was in the thick of it. Is this an A or S tier drama, in your opinion? Because I'm in it, so like, it felt more emotionally draining for me. It felt more, I'm curious what the public's perception was. Is this like an A or S tier? B tier even? You guys are saying B tier even, so I'm gonna go A then, A or B. I don't know how good it was in terms of pub. B? Damn, bro, B even? Okay, B tier. I'll do B. I'll do B. I think because I'm involved in it, I'm like overrating it, but I think A or B is fine. I'm trying to think. All right, next drama, guys. This one's gonna be fun, bro. Tyler 1 versus, wait for it, Riot Freak. So before anything, bro, this is the original drama. This is the original beef. Tyler 1 got banned from League of Legends permanently. Full story. Okay, let's start.
It's gonna be a good day today, boys.
The way Freak's cam just pops up, bro.
I didn't want to get banned, but I have a feeling that he blows dick as support.
Yeah, I mean, I told the story a lot already, but I played with him. I was his support. He insta-locked Draven, said something really stupid in Champ Select. I just brushed it off because it's like, there's always going to be toxic players. Got into the game, he got ganked, died, and then intentionally fed after that.
Okay, we get it.
Just can't.
Right, you guys are a bunch of fucking clowns. You serious, dude? Banned? No message? Banned? It's been fun.
In terms of storyline and everything, this was like the best thing that could have ever happened to him.
A fun time streaming with you. I have. It's been fun. Girl score, I'm coming with you, man.
What? There's the full game, bro. You have no mana. Like, this is the most iconic. So, for context, Tyler at this point is banned. Indefinitely banned. He's not able to stream the game. And he still is addicted to League. He plays off stream. And he's been, let's keep on. He plays off stream at this point, and he's climbed on an account.
He's my support too. He's probably gonna suck dick.
And he's turned on his stream just for one game, and he gets he's against Freak, and he turns on his stream for this game. He turns on his stream or records it or something for this one game where he's against Freak, and the account gets banned right after this. By the way, like he literally gets instantly banned for it. Yeah.
No mana. No mana. You have no mana, bitch. You have no mana! Get the fuck out of here! Let's go!
This shit is like, bro, like you cannot make this up, bro. It was the best thing that ever happened to him, bro. I think he would tell you, like it actually worked out so well for him. Everything worked out. And Tyler, definite ban. Ban Freaks champ. Notoriously toxic. That's it. That's all there is, bro. It's not too much. I think in terms of where I'd rate it on the tier list, though, in terms of everything, I think it's just like, there's nothing to it. It's not too much substance of a specific drama. It's like, objectively, it's so iconic, though. It's so simple. It's so iconic that, like, I think it's S tier. Like, in terms of what came from it, it's just like a C tier thing. Like, there's not really much to it. But in terms of what it meant and what it did to everything is, like, it's legit just the most S tier shit ever, bro. Like, this was, like, everything at the time, bro. It was, like, the biggest thing. It was the craziest thing. Made his whole career. I wonder what his career would have looked like if he never got banned or if he just randomly one day woke up and wasn't toxic anymore. Like, what could have happened? You know what I mean? I'm so curious what that would have looked like. But I think he was able to elevate himself as a streamer because of the situation, and he just, like, was able to think so much higher of himself. Like, I think he, like, when he saw himself do well on other things, that he just absolutely want to go to that next level. The Blippo situation is interesting. I'm going to make this one very easy because it is a little bit more recent, and I'm just going to quickly explain it because there's a little bit of misunderstanding. So what happened initially
finals between 100 Thieves and FlyQuest. When
Bwipo beefs Dokla, basically says he's a bad top laner, and he makes it a little bit more
Bwipo was
personal.
just being a dick. Because he was. Just mean things. Bwipo, just say you're fucking sorry. It's not that hard.
So Bwipo was just kind of being an asshole to Dokla and just kind of talking. Instead of just like BMing in a sports manner, he was kind of just being a dick.
6 hours ago, Bwipo posted a video called Addressing the Recent LTA Drama and My Mental Health.
So he says, sorry, my bad, yada, yada, yada. He then goes on to say that in Worlds 2024, which is before this is before the Dokla stuff, he mentions like he had a mental health crisis, basically. So
no, a lot of people think that you know, I have mental illness, blah blah blah. People threw this around, etc. So the difference between
so it's just kind of like the specifics of it. I don't think that part's, but that's basically like a little bit of a description. Is next
the biggest mistake of his career.
Shortly after this, keep in mind. So this is context. All this is context to lead up to this. Shortly after all of that, beefs Dokla, looks like a dick. Apologizes. Apology doesn't look so good. He brings up mental health. He does this.
Because on this live stream, he proceeded to explain why he thinks women can't be competitive players.
This is all the context.
I think there's just not enough support for female pro players and female, like, basically, like, women's anatomy and their monthly cycles are extremely different from males. And there's no proper support system for women to go through what they're going through when it comes to competition, in my opinion, at least. And I think a lot of people, like, even men that play this game just tilt out of their fucking minds when they play League of Legends. So when a woman is on the wrong part of the month to play competitively, right? I mean,
competitively,
there's a time in the month where you should not be fucking playing competitive games as a woman, in my opinion.
If you're a woman, you shouldn't be doing anything.
I've lived with, you know, weeks in the month where you're just not. You don't have as much room to be competitive, basically. Because I don't think it's not possible. I just think it's much harder. Cassiopeia top lane.
Yes. Cassiopeia top lane. TLDR, Bwipo basically, I think he genuinely thinks that whole time he's speaking well, and he's like speaking on behalf of the women and like speaking fondly. But hey, buddy, women have periods and have to go on with life, bro. Thank you for discovering women's periods in your late 20s, bro. You figured it out. Women go through periods, and it gives them they have some symptoms that spawn from it. That doesn't mean they shouldn't try to pursue pro player. They shouldn't try and do things like. Bro, women are going to do whatever they want at the end of the day. I don't think a guy should assert himself with what they should and shouldn't do or what's probably most optimal for them. I think the memes that came from it were quite funny. I'd probably put it pants tier. I think this is C. It's kind of a nothing burger. Pretty funny, though. Just, it's not as bad as a Kidro because at least some memes came out of it. And it was like, at the time, pretty funny to talk about. The part that was funny is like the fact that somebody could think that way and speak that way is just so hilarious, man. Like, I don't think anybody took any offense because it's just like, look at this fucking idiot talking. You know what I mean? That was kind of the vibe. Women and their periods. My heart. That's it. That's all we're going to rope for this one. Next up is Crowny Prio. I know you guys are Crowny. Are we going to discuss something? We're going to be discussing the Crowny Prio situation very briefly. Not an insane drama, nothing crazy. Just oh, was it league? I didn't know.
How does he lose?
Oh, I didn't know this was a league.
You
crash a wave on him. You crash a wave. You stack a wave. You crash it. You base. You walk back. And then
I don't want to base on Kate or for shit items.
I mean, if you don't want to buy cold, then TP into Caitlyn is the biggest counter I've ever heard. Because he's just gonna win lane then.
Guys, I'm sorry, but how am I the person here that dictates the crap when Ezreal is not moving his ass?
I'm not talking about the crap. I'm talking about your lane 2v2. I'm having a discussion about your lane 2v2, and now you doing what you're doing is losing your lane.
It's not losing my. How is it losing my lane? Like I'm completely chilling and I'll get a good.
If you don't get it, that's fine, bro. Like,
I don't get it.
Everyone's streaming. Yeah, he was just explaining it like it was a leak, by the way.
Bot
prior for the scuttle. And Ezreal TP has nothing to do with that.
Okay, sure. Two different topics. You think right now Ezreal is not in a better condition than you?
Do you think we could play this in a better way? Me and you, Velja?
Like, even if I base and come back, they
base has nothing to do. You can't base. Sorry, Crowny, but you can't base because you did. I think you just you lost 2v2. I mean, I don't know how you should have.
What? I lost 2v2?
I'm sorry, but we didn't even.
I don't know. Whatever is like a very like guys. I'm sure in every country, every culture, every language, there's like things that are like taboo to say. You know what I mean? Like in certain cultures, like you shouldn't say like, you know, oh, kill yourself. Like certain people would tell you there's certain phrases and stuff that isn't allowed. Saying you lost lane or you're losing lane to someone from Eastern Europe specifically is one of those things. Saying you're losing lane is basically something like that.
I mean, I don't know how you should have.
What? How can I crush the wave? How? What?
He just said he said the equivalent of a slur to him.
Enough to crash the wave.
That's the problem here. Well, yeah, I'm gonna start off with this. You said you lost 2v2, and you basically just said a slur to Crowny at this point, okay?
Use flash and Ezreal.
That's why he's heated.
If he's not winning, then my bad. If he's, I just thought it's winning. Then you can tell me that it's not.
No, just not winning.
He just not. Okay.
Notice Crowny's shift once you said losing 2v2. Notice the shift.
Caitlyn is really OP.
Yeah, guys, I think Ezreal does actually win lane without melee support or laning level 2. Yeah, I think that's how the game has worked for 10 years. With 5 passive stacks and 100 damage Q, yeah, I think he wins lane actually.
But can you not get all in and like hit the...
I remember watching this and it was basically Reckless misplayed the lane and then dipped from the VOD view and Crowny gets blamed and blew up.
Can you play better? If not, then sure. We don't have bot I accept it. Which is a bit weird to me since we're playing Caitlyn.
I'm gonna go ahead and blame Reckless here.
Into melee support.
Yeah, that's Reckless's
I feel
fault.
like if I had melee support in the range, I wouldn't have Prio here. That's all I'm gonna.
Bro, Vela, you'll be 0-10 if you played melee support, please. Like, let's not use that as an example. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
So, guys, let's
right now. Like,
no, I'm not saying. I'm saying if we were playing, if you switch bot laners, I'm sorry.
Valio conceding like a frail little cock to balding alpha crown shot.
But can you please show me where enemy can you show me where enemy team has Prio? They're using 2 summoners to be able to play the game, and we use 0. Where does enemy
they don't have
Prio here? Where do they have Prio right now? They are using 2 summoners. He's forced to TP flash level 2 on Ezreal to be able to play the game.
Okay, why not taking Prio here? Why not taking Prio here?
Yeah, right now, if you just full hit with little tempo.
Why are you not getting Prio?
You have double sums against no sums, and you're
I'm sorry.
right now. You are playing safe.
What are you saying?
What? I can crash this wave right now. No.
Yeah, you should.
But then they have Prio. You're contradicting yourself, brother. I'm sorry, Crowny, but you're crazy for this.
You're trolling. They use 2 summoners. This is actually insane. I'm not speaking anymore.
I honestly, first of all, Velia, why are you even asking things when you have no fucking clue about the game? That's like the first thing, right?
Yo, Nemesis did not come into the... Is this how Nemesis opened up? Because this is not how you open... Bro, yo, Velia, whatever... Yo, Nemesis did not open this up correctly, bro.
It's like you're saying things you have no clue about the game. I'm sorry, it's like so informative.
I want these things to be explained to me. I'm sorry. I want these things to be explained to me.
If you were saying this shit
if I'm quiet 24/7,
I would lose my mind.
Brother, if I'm quiet 24/7, I will never know anything. So on that note, I won't learn.
You're not even trying to learn, man.
Sorry, how? I am the only person that is willing to accept feedback in this team. The only person.
Okay. Valia slur. Crowny, you're losing 2v2. Nemesis slur. You don't know this game. 2 slurs said. This is European League of Legends slurs.
The only person, by the way. The only person.
God, bro.
Yeah, sure. You can say, oh my god, and you don't say anything after that. You can do that. But I'm telling you, I'm asking. I'm literally asking.
The last 3 minutes.
But I'm asking, how do we have Prio when he's saying we have Prio when we don't have Prio?
You're arguing with him when he's explaining to you, and
Can I explain to you? If I hard push this wave, Ezreal catches it, doesn't need to TP. If I keep it here, he's forced to TP and use 2 summoners. That is the difference.
I understand that. See, when Crowny says that, I get it. Crowny's playing around the fact that, like, if he just crashes it, it means nothing. If he keeps it here, this is better. Like, this is, in terms of his lane state, the characters, I get that. But Valia's like, okay, but I don't have Prio for Scuttlecrab. But you can't move, but we don't get Scuttle? Your lane state good, I don't get Scuttle? That's kind of what's going on here.
Because
I get it now.
Fundamentally doesn't understand how lane works. And even after you explain to him,
I understand it.
Then he don't have Prio. If he can't crash, he don't have Prio. Simple as that.
Can I have my conversation?
No. See, this is the problem, is he says he doesn't have Prio. He does have Prio. He's choosing not to help you with Scuttlecrab Velia. What is so hard? You're tilting him with your language, bro. You're saying you don't have Prio, bro. You don't have Prio. What? You're legit. You're calling him a fucking slur in his ear, bro.
Don't worry. I don't think this is good for me, so I will just leave. Sorry.
Reckless is like, I'm gonna leave before they notice that I got engaged on and fucked up the laning state.
I'm out. This is pointless. I'm out.
Look at right now. No, look at my replay. Yeah. I'm showing replay. How can Ezreal ever move? Okay, how can Ezreal move to river here? How does he have Prio? This lane state is fucking equal, and I push one into him. How does he have Prio?
But that's
can you move back? Look at the timer.
What the fuck are you saying?
Can you move back? Can you move back?
Show me where he has Prio, dude.
Do you know
he cannot move into river. He can't. Show me where he can move.
You're telling me he cannot just do this wave and have prior.
Then how bullshit his lane is over!
What do you mean? He can't move 2 seconds per scar. He can't.
No, he can't, because then I kill the wave.
Bro, what are you guys speaking?
Oh, yeah, he cannot move.
Yes.
He cannot move. They push me out and he goes back to wave and kills
He
you, right?
loses, but he had 1 second of prior. He has no prior.
1 second. You're right.
TLDR, Velia doesn't understand game. Quote by Nemesis. Crowny has prio allegedly, but why can't I get Scuttle? That's probably the TLDR of it. In terms of drama on here, bro, we're gonna put this in, I think it's C tier. I think it's in terms of a little funny at the time.
Move on.
Long awaited. Long awaited. Long awaited. I just want to see. So apparently Yamato did a 28-hour subathon where he had very ambitious goals for a subathon, and yeah, it didn't really go to plan. Tell me, I just want to see, does he just end it right on the dot? Is this it?
No,
Well, awesome.
07.
07.
It was still a fun 28 minutes.
It was a fun subathon.
28 hours.
28-hour subathon, guys. It was a movie.
Not bad.
That side was...
So this is the part where, so what happens afterwards, after this drama, Yamato goes on to do a pump fun stream. I get bread. All these pump fun, for those of you who don't know, is basically a crypto stream where something with a crypto coin and like you're pumping it and like it's for the stream, and
was like a site where you can create like meme coins, shit coins basically, and then like,
yeah,
I don't know, fucking pump it into dumping it, right? Or like, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole point of the site.
That's literally the name. So what recently happened with the update, the dev or like the CEO of the site made it so you can live stream on that site.
I mean, you can see him. What, you want to see more of his hair? I guess.
And
I guess I can move
if
the
you
cam.
live stream,
like
you have to create a coin to live stream.
You want to see his hair that badly?
Live stream.
Here you go.
Whatever happens with the coin, every transaction that happens with the coin, you get a transaction cut basically.
Okay, and for reference, so that's a little bit of a brief of it. The people who started doing the streams, it started off with Bunny Fufu. For those of you who know, he pioneered the porn / soft porn content related with League of Legends, a pioneer in his field. I believe I saw Bob Chin hop on it for a little bit. Yamato hopped on it. I'm sure there was like 1 or 2 other people in the league scene that hopped on it that I can't recall on the top of my head. Just as a few ones that hopped on. And it's just the general sentiment of anything crypto related in streamers is usually a negative. Yamato's explanation for it all is he basically said things along the lines of like, oh, I just wanted to try something new. I thought it would be fun. I'm bored with streaming anyways. I thought this would like give it, you know, something to do. But you could just kind of tell he sort of like checked out of streaming. Like nobody would do this if they cared and were in their pump. He really checked out. I remember, I don't know if it's in this video, but
okay,
there's like a segment of a stream where for hours he literally just sat here with his background like this and was just like calling viewers, and they would like kind of talk about where it went wrong and what he should do, and like it was like a midlife crisis kind of thing. It was like really like weird. And also he made a financial Twitter during this time too, to like, you know, financial shit. Anyways,
30K in like 1 week. It's like been like 3 days or something. I mean, the thing is, it's just like you don't know who's in on it, and obviously like you have
better. What career? I've done
like this is the kind of ominous
started
vibe.
Streaming as a hobby because it's fun, and now sadly we've came to a point where it's not fun anymore.
So then just don't do it.
Guys, this is
it's not about the
guys. Hate watch channels. Keep in mind, you're going to turn me into this. Behave.
Issue like.
This is where the callers start calling in, bro. He's like on the brink of
like
tears.
A spiral.
So he was like on the brink of tears, bro, and he has viewers that he's like trusting his community hopping on call with him.
I'm afraid it's gonna be harder to get out from, and I think maybe you're gonna regret. So that was just what I wanted to say. I think chat wants to go to the next caller, so
he legit was crying, bro. Fuck.
They're getting bored.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I think a lot of people just like didn't really give a fuck about all this and will like laugh at the meme coin stuff because he's just generally like just a pretty crappy person, or has been in the past. Maybe at this point you could say maybe he like flipped the switch and like changed a little bit. Maybe, we don't know. But I think in his head he thinks he's changed and he's like a better person now. And like his past perception is everyone thinks very negatively of him. He's a very toxic person. You saw the Brazil drama stuff. Like he's just not a good guy.
It's hard, but I don't want to show like weakness. It's anyone else wants to talk.
I feel kind of bad, this level of desperation to like kind of like figure something out to be happy again.
Every time I show.
But you legit just need therapy at this point. You need therapy. You can't just turn your Twitch chat, have combos.
Every time you show emotions on stream, I've learned that in my 7 years of streaming, you gain nothing. You just it's worse. It's just worse. It just gets worse afterwards. So I don't wanna.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, bro. They were typing. They call Nickich, bro. I showed up in his chat and they kept spamming call Nickich, bro.
Tough, right? But if you
look, I think Yamato he could have gotten some sympathy. He could have garnered some sympathy and got some general direction from people if he just didn't do this desperate attempt of like trying to do something with the pump fund thing. Felt very much like he's checked out. He's trying to maximize how much money he can make on the way out, and he just like really didn't care anymore. But the problem was he just dead ass like when you do this and you go out on this, like people are not going to sympathize and show you love in a way. If you're just an honest streamer, you wear your heart on your sleeve, bro, and you're like going through it, like your chat people will be there for you. But he just like didn't do that. Anyways, that's basically TLDR. Did crypto site stream, was checked out of streaming. Now for this drama, I will genuinely I think this drama is very easy to rate. I think this one is just in the bottom tier. Nothing really came of it. Not that funny. Like the Yama coin is not that funny. It's funny, but not that funny. We're gonna end it off. This is the last drama. It's been a long time. We've been going through a lot of fucking dramas. We're gonna go through the Nail Kangaroo drama, bro.
So people
a more recent one. A well-known one.
So let me ask you a question. If people saw it and they're not nice
recently covered on the channel,
who are they gonna side with?
And this is
okay. So I need to clarify. I've recently covered this drama in a separate video on Nickich Raw. I need to clarify that this has been like covered and like uploaded and shit, bro. We're gonna watch a little bit of it, and I'm gonna TLDR it. There is a little bit that needs to be watched because it's worth it.
The cringe thing about this video is you have to realize this is pre-rehearsed, bro. Niall was not scrolling through YouTube and saw this. He searched this shit out, dude.
Range top player.
And he pretends he sees it by accident, and then pretends that he's like, oh wait, I remember this.
Where's this?
So he starts off with like this porn acting is very important, okay? The porn acting.
Wait, hold on. Isn't this guy this Emerald Varus from, what is it, 2-3 weeks ago? Wait,
and he's pretending he's remembering who this guy is when he searched this up. This is pre-rehearsed, dude.
Hold on. Yeah, right here, this guy. I played with this guy. He was on my team. So that was when the matchmaking was way worse than it is.
Big 3k damage out of Niall that game, dude. Big 3k damage.
Right now, when I had a Emerald Varus top against a GM Trundle, and the Trundle was streaming. Yeah, dude, this Varus should have been banned. I mean, not really, but he's an Emerald player against a GM on top.
I have to do webcam poses, sorry.
This? Yeah, this Varus just walked in. He just walks in. He has no idea of spacing or anything. Like, he's Emerald. He's Emerald, right? It was bad matchmaking. Hold on.
2020, it's called Kill Player.
Like he's fighting Drutut. Hold on, Kagaro.
Bro, he's like, what do you mean? Why is he talking like he's fighting Juju? All he said is like, deserve for range top, deserve for fucking.
So just general League of Legends content thing. The guy does like the range top lane hate. Nail somehow is doing this level of porn acting to bring it up and to shit on him for uploading that. Only because his ego is hurt because like it involves him being in the game. So he does a very normal response. The normal response to this is he pulls up a video from 4 months previously where he laned against a guy and plays him in a melee versus melee matchup instead of a range top lane thing, which has absolutely no correlation with the original clip, and is like, this is what happens when you lane against a real challenger player and not an emerald player.
This? Oh yeah, look, I played.
And then Niall was like, oh, 4 months ago, I remember I played against him. Where a second ago, his pretty doesn't.
And it's not even like a range versus melee matchup. Like, just no correlation. Just somehow decides to assert himself in here. Which is genuinely just insane stuff.
This whole skit isn't pre-rehearsed. He's like, oh, who is this guy? Oh, he is a...
Who is this guy?
Oh, I think
what's the fuck?
Streaming.
He's French now.
And then he just like, oh yeah, 4 months ago I played versus him. And then he gets up his own video. What is wrong with you? What a... to be happy.
It's like, yeah, okay, you're not responsible for the matchmaking.
True. Correct.
And you know what? I'll give him slack. Maybe he didn't know. I think he knows that it was Emerald. Because everyone looks at loading screen, everyone looks at OPGG.
Wrong.
Anyways,
visible rank is not an...
That's quite literally the entire drama, the entire video. Somehow we like...
Okay, use my face, of course. What the
Use my face, of course, bro.
Varus range top lol. I never typed that. I didn't type at all. I never said that.
He fakes the chat logs, bro.
Every video like this? See, this is what I don't like. You make up shit. Bro. Content. You better shut your mouth. My videos are real.
Bro, he fakes the chat log. Bro, fast.
No, he cheated on me.
I'm going to sue you.
What
I can sue you.
When he says, Niall loses his mind. Niall was tilted. The title is hype.
Bro makes a video that's clickable. Holy fuck.
There's another man's picture on there. Why don't you show your own face? What happened to your face, buddy? Look, like every video.
This was the spawning of, look, some other people, some other streamers I know, they've been far ahead of their time on the Niall hate. On the Niall hate, they were ahead of the meta. I won't say any names. There's certain streamers in the Brampton area that were ahead of the meta. They knew, bro. They knew. This is where it was like, I was like, damn, like I clocked it, like you for that ass, bro. Range top lane meme farm, nail ego hurt because he lost game. Makes it about him and how he's better. Tries to hate on vids are normal. Okay. Anyways. For this drama, let's put in a tier list. D tier. This is the D tier drama as fuck. That's what I'd say about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna conclude the drama, the coverage, the everything about it. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. This took way longer than I expected. The final tier list. Shout out to some of the OG drama, the more recent drama. It's been fun to cover. Again, I want to let you guys know, I do have plenty more of these that I think are worth covering, and there's like even more that I should be writing down. Like some on the top of my head that I think are interesting is like your princess situation. There's what's another one, bro? The Swifty situation, Night Blue 3 versus Nubrak. I think there's so much potential ones that have like worth being covered that I would love to do this again. So if enough people like actually enjoy this and want to see more of it, I would genuinely put that. I have to preface, this took me hours to research and put together. You can't just pull up to a stream and do this. This takes hours to set up, bro. This shit takes hours to do. So probably run it back at some point. It's been fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If there's any other, I'm curious what people's takeaways are going to be, but I had so much fun, bro. Need I say more? Cinema as always. The League community has delivered over the years when it comes to drama. And the thing is, there is so much more to explore. I would love to do this again. If it's well liked and well received, I will put in the hours to do this again. So all you have to do is subscribe, leave a like on the video, and comment. Tell me which drama of yours did we get wrong in the tier list, or which one we definitely got right.